Before I go on, let me postulate from the Franz Fanonian dictum, which stipulates that the dialectics of reconciling two conflicting ideas is the algebra of revolution. The overbearing intervention of the state government had further exacerbated oporombium and amounting to sadomasochisms. Acrimony and chaos in our community. It was a contumacious stratagem by political jobbers to siphon monies. We suffer what we call political axivia neonantorum. Conclusively, we are a microcosm of the issues in the Niger Delta in the macrocosm. Today, we as a people are stating, voxe populi, voxe Dei. Today, we as a people are stating, voxe populi, voxe Dei. Today, we as a people are stating, voxe populi, voxe Dei.
Upon us with mercy. So those of us who have common sense and are on social media and are writing, why is the president giving 25 million and this and that and talking plenty and the cathedral is going to cost you to lose elections? No one will lose elections before because he built a cathedral. We will lose elections before because he built a cathedral. We will see in this country. No one will lose elections before because he built a cathedral. We will see in this country. We will see. No one will lose elections before because he built a cathedral. We will see in this country. We will see. No one will lose elections before because he built a cathedral. We will see in this country. We will see it that no one is going to lose election because he dedicated a prime land for God. Judges were living in that place. Rage is one of the choicest lands in this country. And they said, take the judges out and put the temple of Jehovah here. That's what Solomon did. Now, because David obeyed and he created a temple through his son Solomon, can you imagine Jerusalem? 5,000 years after the fact, they still call Jerusalem the city of David. Upon us with mercy. So those of us who have common sense and are on social media and are writing, why is the president giving 25 million and this and that and talking plenty and the cathedral is going to cost you to lose elections? No one will lose elections before because he built a cathedral. We will see in this country. We will see it that no one is going to lose election because he dedicated a prime land for God. Judges were living in that place. Rage is one of the choicest lands in this country. And they said, take the judges out. Judges were living in that place for God. Judges were living in that place. Rage is one of the choicest lands in this country. And they said, take the judges out and put the temple of Jehovah here. Judges were living in that place. Rage is one of the choicest lands in this country. And they said, take the judges out and put the temple of Jehovah here. Judges were living in that place. Rage is one of the choicest lands in this country. And they said, take the judges out and put the temple of Jehovah here. That's what Solomon did. Now, because David obeyed and he created a temple through his son Solomon, can you imagine Jerusalem? 5,000 years after the fact, they still call Jerusalem the city of David.
Fahrbahn frei, Fahrbahn räumen. Fahrbahn frei, Fahrbahn räumen.
Okay, so
Fahrbahn frei, Fahrbahn räumen. Fahrbahn frei, Fahrbahn räumen.
upon us with mercy. So those of us who have common sense and are on social media and are writing, why is the president giving 25 million and this and that and talking plenty and the cathedral is going to cost you to lose elections? No one will lose elections before because he built a cathedral. We will see in this country. We will see it that no one is going to lose election because he dedicated a prime land for God. Judges were living in that place. Ridge is one of the choicest lands in this country. And they said, take the judges out and put the temple of Jehovah here. That's what Solomon did. Now, because David obeyed and he created a temple through his son Solomon, can you imagine Jerusalem 5,000 years after the fact? They still call Jerusalem the city of David.
Okay. This looks good. Me too, sorry.
Croydon, South.
I don't want peace. I want problems always.
Hello, good afternoon.
Fine afternoon.
Hello, good afternoon.
Fine afternoon.
Please, is this Mr. Shaggy?
Yeah.
Okay. Congratulations. You people have won an award, and I've been trying to call you. Your number wasn't going through, but I've been able to talk to your friend,
What?
Ayuba.
Uh,
Okay. So you guys won an iPhone 17 Pro Max, a toilet roll, and then a Dettol. So we'll need you to come to the office that you take us because Ayuba left the toilet roll and then the Dettol for you. He has taken the iPhone. So you said you come and you take the Dettol and then the toilet roll.
Who?
Hello?
I say who come there, come take the phone. Who can take the phone?
Your colleague, Ayuba.
Why
Here.
you give him the phone? Why you take the phone, give him?
Please relax, calm down.
No, I say why you take the phone? So right now, you take the phone, give my friend. Where you leave the toilet roll and the Dettol, I should come and take and go and do what again? Eh? Madam, you say we win promotion. We win promotion. iPhone and Dettol and toilet roll. So right now, my friend Ayuba can't take the phone right now. You are calling me to come and take the toilet roll and the Dettol. I should go and take it and do what? What do you? Me kike so nje the toilet roll the Dettol. Ya kike ya
Please, hello, please calm down. So your friend came here. And then he took the 17 Pro Max and he left the toilet roll and a Dettol for you.
So, madam, right now, I'm telling you, you, my friend, come there. Abokina yazo uri kundoki 17 Pro Max kunsa anushi. Kumbaru manida to the toilet roll. Mida idashi. Nate mukuna tafena kashi jikinani. I'm walking, I'm shitting inside my body. I dey shit inside my body. You go leave the toilet roll and the Dettol give me.
Sorry, I'm sorry about that, but you need to come and sign our documents. We are
I should come and
for
sign.
you.
I should come and take toilet roll and sign. I should take car and come to your place for where cry your shop day to Allah. Where your shop day?
We are on the ring road.
I should take car and come there. Come take toilet roll. Kiba kida lafia. I should come and take toilet roll. One shaken take a kena. Are you aja uri aja karibis phone na kuzokse manika ma kukumbari asunashi. That or the toilet roll. So I should come and take and go and do what? I should take and go and do what? Do Allah. One bala ikega. I should come and take and go and do what with the toilet roll? Me, I'm a Muslim man. Me, I'm a Muslim. I'm a Muslim. I go toilet.
Calm down. We need you to come to our office. Then you sign for us.
I should come and sign and take toilet roll. With my money, I should take car. One shake and take a kena. So, me, I'm a Muslim man. I don't like. If I go toilet, I take butter, wash my bottle. Now, one can dinner. I want so. I will just use phone. Munafkai. Kumba da Allah kabi phone. I carry look at them and nikaba. Ni zozo kabi toilet roll.
Please calm down. So right now, who is going to sign?
Madam, look,
We are waiting
look,
for
madam,
you before
madam,
we
let me tell you
close.
something. Wallahi,
It's
me, I
almost
do
4
Zati.
p.m.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you, if you are playing with me, wallahi, I'll do you so come Quran or this one, Kunfa cool. Live on my life. You take the phone, the better thing, give somebody, as come and take toilet roll. God go punish you.
Look, the MPP of Darocha, Sakiskek, Victor Wusu, Kofi Buzia, Professor Edubuahe, Alajete, J.A. Kufuor, those men of value, those men of integrity are not what we have today. I tell you without mincing words, the 5 people who are contesting, wanting to be flag bearers, are just Sankwas. The MPP of Darocha, Sakiskek, Victor Wusu, Kofi Buzia, Professor Edubuahe, Alajete, J.A. Kufuor, those men of value, those men of integrity are not what we have today. I tell you without mincing words, the 5 people who are contesting, wanting to be flag bearers, are just Sankwas.
All right, good evening and welcome to With Audio Respect Extended Version. My name is Kevin Akobedu Taylor. It's exactly 3:27 p.m. U.S. East Coast time. It's definitely 8:27 in Ghana. We are live on Loud Silence TV, on Multi TV. We're also live on Loud Silence TV on YouTube. We are streaming live on Facebook. Search for With Audio Respect page on Facebook. With Audio Respect page, you get us live. We're also streaming live on radio. We're live. If you have an Android device, go to the Google Play Store, download Loud Silence Radio. You'll be part of tonight's show. We're streaming live on iOS or on Apple. Go to the App Store and download Loud Silence Radio. We were live on TikTok a minute ago. They took us out. It's normal. So on TikTok too, you can follow our page, Kevin Taylor _WADR. Kevin Taylor _WADR. We're also live on TikTok tonight. Tonight's show is dedicated to Ghana. You are the sponsor of the show. I am your host. My producers are called The Ghost Team. We'll be delving into issues, very important issues. We will be deliberating, breaking down the issues to simplify them for you to have a clear understanding of what is happening in Ghana, especially Ghana politics. Tonight's show is going to be packed. Tonight's show is actually packed. Not going to be packed. It's actually packed. We have lots and lots of things to discuss. We'll be playing some audios, videos. Ijapamesa making some very unreasonable statements. Richard Ahiagba also supporting his statement by making another unreasonable statement. We have stories around NPP. We will be talking about Ghana Police recruiting. We will discuss something about Ghana Police service. 24-hour economy is going to pop up today. NPP, is it a tribal party? It's a big question they've been trying to solve. The NPP, as we all know, is a tribal party. They keep defending themselves. They were defending themselves in power, and they are still defending that statement in opposition. It still tells you, or it should tell you, that the party is a tribal party. John Dramani Mahama, the President of the Republic, is out of the country. A statement has been put out by the Jubilee House. We will discuss that issue. We will talk on our energy issues. The Finance Minister, through the government, through the Finance Minister today, made it clear that our energy debt has been cleared. Tonight, we will take our time, break it down into small bits and pieces, for you watching me across the world in Africa, Asia, Europe, and the Americas to have a clear understanding of what is actually happening. And also some few stories on DVLA, Agenda 111. Good for Oil is also in here. The Governor of Bank of Ghana, Mr. Isiama, today, Dr. Isiama met the Public Accounts Committee. He gives clear accounts. Good for oil, good for reserve. We will be talking about it today. The losses and also the way forward for Ghana. This show is packed. My name is Kevin Taylor. My producers are called The Ghost Team. We are still live. If you're watching me tonight, we are back. Anybody who show me I'm Eddie Kevin Taylor me and I'm able Jumadi we chiame midi hu chiame omo bo me chi dom no you from The Ghost Team. Omo no ma chechire nsem no Eddie aso am say ende membra na me dwom ema Ghana for ehu no kre no na ende nsem na ye bedi hu komo no Ghana ho nsem de ekọ ene de eba de ekọ Paul okọ Pele eno ene ye bedi dwom ama obia ehu de ekọ. It is sometimes I be reading messages bi ana mystery na ende dwumadi a ye bedi no efa eye John Dramani Mahama aban eye anamo a omutu a eye anamo a emu odin ye from 2024 John Mahama ewini election 2024 no yenyina hu se dum so ekọ na bibi inti ena sebio osofo sebio okanya mesem ewo eye asori dem a na we yinani ato nchen ebia na oba bi etinani ma we ba ne nantem ni nyina ka ho ene de boa ekyekere ho sebio nyamensem edekọ osoro ahememu bibi inti ena NDC ba ban mu no ebesi nde dum so no unhu bi ende obohu se yedum kanan kitinkiti bi kura na eye oman no eye sebio intentene a omoye maintenance any changing of transformers ene ebia ama wokania edum inti ye ka eye enyiremu nkania a sebio ema oman bia ekorenim a eye NDC aban abon humodin ye papa na enye kwa eye dwumadie ene edwumaden a nipa bi ede hyemu the energy minister Mr. John Jinapo, the finance minister Mr. Atforson and the almighty John Dramani Mahama enso ede ne nyansa ede etene nyoma ama Ghana ye fa yentoma pa efra ende dwumadie no insem bebre wo a ye beka ho nsem Ghana Police Service for omofa eye prosifo foforo ama Johnny Ghana Police Service na prosifo ye be for mu ede na ekoso na nsia ena soldier for fa omde a sebio atoyenchem kakresi ya soldier for penyin the CDS no ede the nice for ma nyoma ekọ teten police for no esua bibi efrimu ama ende ye fa enkwara police ede na ekoso eno so ye bebo ho dewuro ende nwumbre God for oil ho sensem aba Bank of Ghana governor oye penyin a odi Bank of Ghana no ende okoshia parliament omototo na no ode insembi ebeto abontene ende ye be kire sansem nim good for oil nfa so be ni nya wo so ene eye good for reserve no eno so ye nya ho fa so good border abe eboa Ghana we ene nsem a ye be di hu komopa ende enye eye nwumre agenda 111 ho ensem enso wa ha eye NDC sebio eye party a omo ye yiyimu ana omo aban mu no omo ka ho asem ende omo da ho ka ho asem ye be ka ho nsem ende nwumre Nana B enso e wo picture ni wa ye fochi te se dansen obi ete se ejapa mesa wanum wi abodam one Richard Ahiagba om DMPP ni mu a sebio om kan nsem bia sometime no ensi so ende ye bobo mo ano nsem na ya kirikiri magana fo ehu de eko nsem no abo ape so ewa ha ama ende nwumre dwumadie no medine fenchem ama sebio obi ehu se Ghana mu nsem no enti sebio ende ene first time a wo hwe dwumadie we a eno me na ye from Kevin Taylor no watimidin Debi ya utimi dia nankofo di matem na amanfo se masosa danko first pa na fon amafon na hwe me ma ya brak enso onyame adum nti ende uhumi a unyanka do bema wo faase anase oba na oga se abena brantie die nanka unyande dia sanka efie nke ho atoyo doko se abrantie na hu twase eno saa onyame na aye ebia ompem asem omba anasa obaba no so benya bema foforo ene na ware ene na tena ebia do benya no ho otan na sebio de wiase de enye ene fa ye ne yi enti so oba aware na se bema no ho otan kra aya fa me past no etu hofo na ka kire obaba no se ya Kevin Taylor the beginning no hus bia no te na akwa no ho otan yi na nyamenti ene esewe omode bonti wabeduru ha enti kwame amoako de nkakra ebeye ne ho otan kra da no nchen sebio ne chinkasa ti se opuro kra wo ne nante sebio bema besiaba wohwe de tiko aisapoma wodia ya bibia na ne ntena na nyame ene hwe nipa inti endo a wohwe benwumbre a okwa adome okase brantie de anka me be na nkobo ne chi a anka enya de ketewa kra no onyame enhye woden ende nwumbre adwumade we me ena me di meni age bedwuma we me do medwuma no ena wo so do wedwuma akronfo kra do medwuma na ye ne a onyankopon sebio waboye ho aboye ho ban me abeduru eye sesemri nyame enhira ena nyame so enhira me na sisi ano Black Sheriff so SDA for omo Black Sheriff nyum no eye the version ena sisi a wo say in sorry bebre ni religions bebre ni tribe bebre no Black Sheriff nyum no ye start na ye create new versions na ye hu se Ghana no ye chichire where SDA mu Black Sheriff
Tear them down into pieces. What you figure this be? Follow me talkie or gibberish. Kweku I never listen. My women say pim 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 to the one line we are taking. Every licking on the wish list. Talk to your baby, I love you, this thing. Nanya sana samaba, the good talk is a kweku samanan. What causing the trouble in the way gone? No time, I'm a talk shitababa. Chocolate girl from Guyana, Jammy phone so tram in your mankasa. Wasi won jai maminda, me chata plane in Ramesonisa. Tear them down into pieces. What you figure this be? Follow me talkie or gibberish. Kweku I never listen. My women say pim 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 to the one line we are taking. Every licking on the wish list. Talk to your baby, I love you, this thing. Nanya sana samaba, the good talk is a kweku samanan. What causing the trouble in the way gone? No time, I'm a talk shitababa. Chocolate girl from Guyana, Jammy phone so tram in your mankasa. Wasi won jai maminda, me chata plane in Ramesonisa.
Just say, I don't know. Different now would try. Just say, when a ting ting, a woman a singing a dinging. Wait yet. Sibia Eko Kona, Black Kobo SD, Black Kobo elders, they are dead there. Wait yet, wait yet. Black Kobo, some back. A wing and a wings and a sangang. Where do you say, I wing a house in a toa? I Mama do bow. Bawo miawe munafiki, mozo na man na munafiki.
Tear them down into pieces. What you figure this be? Follow me talkie or gibberish. Kweku I never listen. My women say pim 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 to the one line we are taking. Every licking on the wish list. Talk to your baby, I love you, this thing. Nanya sana samaba, the good talk is a kweku samanan.
Menkasebo miaye munafiki na winya butra se 38. We don't share a year in Cremonibia and a house in Ibia or support Baumia. Munafiki, Mahamud to Nafiki. Where there's Samira de Baumia Ufia. Navia, Samira was your free child, Robert Besrana. And you'll be crying. Yes, that is show ye. Samira was your free child. Now, almost say who's on me a Ghana for some of my I'm on the who's on yet or a child for almost on the home be free. I ain't Samira was for the bar. No, I want it. Baumiatia. I don't person Ghana for the baby before the film who's almost a Ghana for say or more foreigners. Ain't he? But now Baumia and Nafiki. Baumia and Nafiki. Wallahi mama Modu. Oh Samira one Nafiki. Bawumi mama Fiki. Baumia Sangarafiki. Oh Wallahi mama band mansar and the bars and the marikiki. I it is hard over of your Baumia mon Nafiki.
Tear them down into pieces. What you figure this be? Follow me talkie or gibberish. Kweku I never listen. My women say pim 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 to the one line we are taking. Every licking on the wish list. Talk to your baby, I love you, this thing. Nanya sana samaba, the good talk is a kweku samanan. What causing the trouble in the way gone? No time, I'm a talk shitababa. Chocolate girl from Guyana, Jammy phone so tram in your mankasa. Wasi won jai maminda, me chata plane in Ramesonisa.
What a big Miss Daddy show me tell me. Ah, me tell me. Yeah, go for. Yeah, Yanko Pop, I'm watching. Na minti mine Ghana for na adia no TikTok ni ntwamu a yetewa de kuro de asono inti hey concentrate hey Kevin and you bow between ba wo mi emo na fiki me be say free team na me start show no hi mona mako fa samaba Bawumia on the fiki. 38.4 the Yankanana Munapu Muhammad. Muhammad Mama Bawumia on the fiki. Wallahi. Where do you go? Bawumia can be with Sima. Aye, women's organizer. Aye, it is possible. On be a show that Mahmoud Bawumia. Mahmoud Mafiki. Mahamud Mamalahia, one chidi, and a binchy. One waniki. Just say, and you Munangazano, I am Mahmoud the Busia for you. All right, now let's take our business. You are still live. Alaji, Famo, Nianjim, gigim.
Yeah.
And then I mean, I'm sure you to me. And the Monday pow. Sibia is go for your show, but bra brero, and onim, and a Ghana, and I nyabutre. I'm not the way I can some. They say, go here, I'm on fire. I know him the Ghana costume, and a BBU, and will be a nyadi, and a Ghana de and yet nyabutre, then yet ube wintem, ube start ya pro every woman nyabutre. Relax. Eden ya ube pro, you will start decaying from inside into nyabutre. Ubia nyabutre, they intimate chirman, yankasa away trim, they in chirman. All right, Mommy and Francis so. Egigim, oh, I didn't even say good evening to people. Good evening to every single person watching me. Obia Osha Benyumbrebia, I know the whole Ghana. Obia Esha Kevin Taylor, any ghost team, no. I really appreciate you guys. Obia Wahenyumbrebiano. Good evening to Miankasabe Papa Okakaben Andor, the Paramount Chief of Abra Asibu Kwamanka's traditional area, Okakaben Andor, Oshemi Enyubre. Good evening to Mema Me Enso, Ikuya Monica. Good evening to Otum482, Nana Odeshia, Chanchan Hine Kevin Taylor, Nana Che, Imbena. Now, I said this year, Caught about Kubes Aboso, Medonana, a lower king, a year or two for band, so nice boy, and I was Medo, said lower king, so Odinaku school at North Carolina, Ocean on Abro for girls, no, a didn't commodity, Sawaso, Abro for girls, no, a chance say we are say the baby a day, into a year banner, so Ocean, they were ink abruchate, a Kobibia safe, Bibia clean, ice of one Hano, or no son in Krata, Bibia Janasunti, we also protect the lower king. Sebi o de man ba abrofo man ba bibiri boys bibiri nanam so ame ene eye KJT amu ni djuma ebe mo so eye omo ewo eye apakan ni nti problem no dey nana everything good. Good evening to eye O2472 eye Madam Julia. Good evening to you this very evening. I really appreciate you too. Midobia. Good evening to eye Mr. Boache oyo hene ewo eye Ekufuado kurom ho. Mr. Boache o say man tight be Chebi hine, Mr. Boache, I'm waiting for the penny. Nana, me chia when you marry. Nana, voice again. I am no better that. Ain't me chia a year. I'm waiting for the penny. Nancy, Nana, Casana, the voice will form. Nana, I am no better that. Any, I go group. Oh, fine. Ain't me chia one so Nana, a year. Chebi bichia togbe afedi ono so bichia no ohine kese a owo ahuna memu ono so bichia de bia na brefinidin give me his name the king of the volta ono so bichia na pa bichia ya na ohine kese a owo srew ya na nana medo bichia o sebio onana Kevin Taylor meba Ghana bia. I will do my best to humbly come and visit you in the north the yana also medona pa Bichia Kufo Manhene, Bichia a year in Zamafo Manhene, a year or Hinikesio, Bichia a year. I am from Ghana, Ubia, Eastern region, Western region, Northern region, Babia, Savannah, a year, and for Greater Accra, Bichia Gamanche. michia eye bonofo manhene ono so michia no pa michia eye omanhene a osaye judge a sebio na no ate a na adwemu do eye domahene na michiao ende enwumrei ena michia ahemfo a omaka omo Ghana sebio mirefi omudin. And I say a very big good evening to the Chief Imam of Ghana, His Highness eye Sheikh eye Shaributu, the most holiest onyankopon ena sebio we yina amaye a odi enim sebio obdi yenim se eye nkrimofo e wo Ghana ene kronkron bia onyame ena nim nipa kumem na onyankopon nim na kumem ene odo a owo ema Ghana. The Chief Imam of Ghana, onyankopon ebehira no, onyankopon ebeto no nkwam, onyankopon be mana tena se ache na empire sebio onyame de bedua no so ma de dua eso no so no sa empire no ye de a manifeste e wo ya brabom michia eye impedifo mo Ghana nyina asofo akese my only eye papa eye Duncan Williams. Good evening to you. Good evening to eye Sofo Sansa. Good evening to you this evening. Good evening to eye good evening to Mr. Ajina Sari. Good evening to the Assemblies of God Senior Pastor Wangdam. All right. I hope I got your name right. Good evening to the Pentecost sorry, Peñino. Good evening to Wonso. And good evening to Sam Crunchy. Good evening to Sam Crunchy. Good evening to Opambo 1. Opambo. Good evening to Opambo Takin number 1. Opa software or gentle pa Sibu Yadina or see a man quara is used senior or dressier Opambo Takin de Cousin go to Dre untumi in shirt in film. Opambo 1. Opambo so Michiao and a white beam naka. Sorry, a software Mudino Cre, Mama Kenina Michiamo. Statesmen are more Ghana, and you bring Moshame Eufie, a papa Kufo, J. Ekufo papa, Medo, and also Domi. A dream baby, I know Yadrin, and so da, me wo Kumuno, me warm papa Medo, and you bring baby Ubiano, Sakarot, and I will be another Kubin, which you can crack, and this to be a similar papa, a Wangasa Udoba, a Kevin Taylor. A dream baby, I will be doing some out domisane, tia papa, auntie, a me papa Kufo, so Medo pa, and a one beam and a Minchian or Ghana. Here for more Ghana, the minimum line, more Monica prayer, come out some come to me. Papa Kufo say, over to Mamma dying near the idea, with to play na mammy. Into Micha, into we here near Chon, and Escafoben Biam Naka, more Ghana Muscano. Atakra, Michiao. Atakra, it's been a while you emailed me, Atakra, email me na Yendim Komo, na Yem head the Beko Atakra, Michiao Pa. Wanna be on a Minchiano, a year, I saw for Michiao Bia and Ameboa. There's this pastor, Otaiba a year. In fact, I think I have his picture on my phone. Sometimes there are some people, Omon Kasakesisa, and they are very quiet. I had an encounter with him during before elections, and there are some men of God in Ghana. They don't talk that much, but to me the Omakuma toho na Oma Yejuma ama Omai, and you know me, I don't normally like to talk about people I encounter in my life. But this man, I always forget his name. It's one of the pastors in Ghana I really revere. Normally, he comes on Power FM. A very straightforward man, a very honest man. I'm so sorry I don't remember his name. But this man, I really appreciate and really revere. By the case will be na kuma etoho edi juma ema edien nipaku eni omaya. These are one of the pastors omon paye eni wojuma din. Apart from preaching the word of God and doing everything spiritually, helping to bring the NDC to power. No, he was seen on the streets of Ghana every single day, preaching to the people and telling them the word of God. To say ebehia sa omani ebenya a better direction. And this is one of the men I really admire in the Nyamesum. One of the men. I don't know his name. I would like people to tell him, say, I really appreciate him. And Ghana, we appreciate his work. And I know at the right time, no, Onyame fan so asasa nipa asasa kra. And I know wherever his church is, we will do everything possible to help his church. Your friend, Dr. Didi is saying, I've forgotten his name, but I am very sure, say, Obi bet to me Edini Diamame. A very, very wonderful man. Me time, but so once my boss of be din wa say me appreciate it so for na oye nipebia sebio within huni. Enti I would like to say nyame enso embo bibi obia any ejumadin or to help this government come to power. And I will tell you, he's one of those men of God that they really worked hard. And I think the Dini, I'm trying to get his name, Prophet Nana Owusu Ajiman. I think that is his name. Prophet Nana Owusu Ajiman. A very wonderful man, very calm, down to earth man. And so and I hope say onyame betini ni machire and then obeboa no e wo de oye nyina. Enti Sofo Ajiman, may God bless you, and I know onyame ebetini nim at the right time. Now mama yamfa adwumade no enhyehyɛ so. First one, it's about a year team. MP before a year press conference. Now, Kojo upon Kruma Owain. Kojo upon Nkrumah Owain. And they almost say Ochina, Oma notice say Omo be press conference, naked press conference, the NPP. Kojo upon Nkrumah and the fuck boys. These are the gay boys of parliament. These are the Ponobium boys. So our boys way so Omo be another press conference and Ochina no almost the naked one beba. Upon command the new no for the 7 DB. Now you they say no for no when they wouldn't be crab then they would do for flat now pay about what board them. Into upon Kumaso and then in call for I already say the Bank of Ghana governor Beka and the engineer who go for oil, go for reserve near the incident. MPP4 say Omoba Bay press conference. As you can see, press conference Ebekoso. Press conference number 10,333,222. And no more the Baba Shishosno. Kojo upon Kruma, the Ponobium boy. The fuck boys, the Pono boys, the press conference for Ebe Shishoso. Until we are waiting for them. Yeah, try omo say omo de a year press conference because it's here gold for oil and a year gold for reserve ni nyina no ehun sensem Bank of Ghana Edeba Abontene there. Into upon Kruma and his group. Boy na akwaba kuro gina ono. Former land guard no ono na your friend Jerry no. MPP no or former land guard and first no bokro no just asase. Omo friend Jerry I think Bawi MP no and no a former land guard. Not in tam on say sesiano no on 20 tam biom to why to say I saw yare I enya san and body tier not in tam Jerry. Jerry so na gina chiro no I say na match obi abetete ho no a former land guard. Inti onse ne nisu huja odi ne kobu parliament table bi no your friend no Jerry Bawi weja Bawi for MP no or a land guard. He's a land guard. On to mintina baby anka so onye land guard obonko fo apoji omo nsase omo di moto to trasem to trum na sekan kutekuta omo wa yesa eno de popo go for sa na omo de ato abama no inti omo press conference ne because so eye asefua de obi anim se ne ote ne to eso che de nim inti ono so yese tafo ono e tafo MP no your friend Eko asefo se den ono so ne to edo so chen nanim enti omo nyina ka ho no be press conference no mama yen twen na ochina sankwase no press conference omo de beba no na we take it from there. So this is the NPP fuck boys omo press conference no ye twen omo. Now what we need to know is that the Ghana Police Service omo ye recruitment bi a wo say nyina no ye very excited about. Oh, young man as who apply say Opesoko Ghana Police Service to screen shortlisted recruits from January 12, and almost started screening. We all saw how calm and how professional it was. And then the first day, and there's a difference. And I would like to applaud the IGP and always yeti kromna se BBC and no na also Sibiu sa asem BBC no yebetwa ho kakra na yede akyekere ma oman ye nyire nim say the unfortunate incident I see here time na ye recruit military for. And I also want to give credit to the CDS of Ghana senior promptly ultimately take action solve a problem no ema recruitment in a course. So I'm talking about the military one time I know me Elwaka unfortunate incident BCMA and Korabishiro. You could see how the CDS was able to use less than 24 hours to rectify the problem. Even though we cannot bring back the lives, at least we have leadership in the military to prove to us say when it's needed, say people need to take decisions. A bit me a change narrative. We have leaders. And I'll give credit to the CDS for that swift and prompt a year reaction. After that incident, we saw the military recruitment, it went smoothly around the nation and everybody was surprised. We didn't hear the talking points again. We didn't hear the attacks and all that. It's all by the leadership, the CDS and his commanders now taking over to make sure the right thing is done. And we all know what happened in the military recruitment, because we did not anticipate what was going to happen. Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo, the MPP for 8 years, they have starved the people. Ghana for police, soldier, fire service, akokra. It wasn't that open. People were struggling. So I think and then the BT soldier for kakra, Emma Tama and Korane Bana, they were not anticipating this high number of people and Korane will be coming in there to get recruited. And then a mass has slept in the by, by the swift response from the CDS and the Ghana military leadership, Defense Minister Bruja Jemfi and the rest, the committee on more parliament, share a year defense, a year the team, they did a very good job. Now, Yaba January, police force, police force, now and there, I find that yehu aban papa aba senia nyoma eko smoothly and there. Yeah, for police for crama almost call a screening. Yeah, it was so perfect, professionally done. Even the young people who went there, majority of them tamana almost call a locations, respected locations to go get a through the screening. They were scared because of what actually happened recently. But Omangasa echo through the process, not catch the Ghana for say no. What they have witnessed now, we have to give credit to the government, give credit to the IGP, give credit to the leadership of the Ghana Police Service that they have been proactive. They did not wait for inconveniences to start before or more journey ahead. And they have been able to limit the number of people respective places to get recruited. And this is the leadership we want. A leadership that will learn something from our mistakes. A leadership that will show us, they are thinking for us. They are smarter and they are proactive. And that is what we are seeing now under the leadership of John Mahama and the NDC. The IGP or in the group, I would like to credit them for this successful first day recruitment exercise. And it was nationwide. In fact, some of the recruits, they actually spoke to the cameras. Ghana.
We all know the tragedy that happened with the military one. So initially I was kind of skeptical about how the whole thing is going to be. So when I got here, I realized things were moving so fast as I was expected. Yeah, so like we're all going like some badges, and like the queue was going fast. So far the process has been so.
I'll say the process was okay. Everything went very smoothly. I think it was well organized. We were provided with seats, and we were given some water and snacks also. So I think it's a good process, and everything went well.
It was calm. And it was calm. It was really calm. Yeah.
So you didn't struggle to go through?
No, we didn't struggle at all. We were provided with snacks, water, and it was really calm and it was really good. As a matter of fact, what happened at the LWAC Stadium some time ago, we're thinking that we were going to be packed, but as we speak, we have morning session and then afternoon session. So we're able to contain the number of applicants that came this morning.
I would describe this process as one of the best process so far, although I didn't experience previous process, because the moment we came here, I came here around 5. When we came here, the officers were here, they arranged us, they give us number. Now around 6, then the senior officer, one of the senior officers came. They even give us drink, water, snack. They made us feel so okay, so welcome to be part of them. Yeah, it's not something that pressured them or we are here to pressure. No.
And it didn't even take you time to go through the process?
No, it didn't take time. The people were moving. The process was very smoothly. It was just moving step by step, step by.
Credit to Joy News. Now, this is exceptional. The first time amount for Yafro Musomumbra for screening. Now, Omoka say we were given snacks. Jack, yes, so kwa snack na sanya snack wa. Yes, take away pa na akokonsa. Yes, so to me asante akoko. Your friend drums no akoko shoulder no. Ye two and ye dia toso. akoko sere no omo friend drums no sa akoko sere asante kokko wohu asante kokko brown na omo yese omo hotutu kakra no omo muade bi na akoko no omo petepete aduane no yes snack no yes okwa ye mouth chips na ye di insuo kakra ni coke kakra onuma na yasabusa please do you need more just be simple da under John Mahama na sa nyoma we si yesi yetumi just obekona recruiter or no recruiter oba between ndi no akoko tuana no otumi bodo mpem ka hey aban papa ni inti we mu nyina na kire say the government is a government abase kakra bi obetuma ye de aboa eye Ghana for mebunu ma obia sebio ne ho aka no ho no that is what is going on and what if from anka say num am say we are being served snacks tete no snack near 7 or Jubilee House nko and the kufu adne baumia na snack is 7 wo eye de GMPC board meeting snack e kire tough way meeting and say 7 snack oba snack and the kufu adne baumia 8 years na snack a whole meal and the under John Mahama obi kope police ejuma yo ya man sika ofie so ntwa duane ndi ya man eye breakfast sika aman eye lunch sika sa police for nko aboti nyina obia breakfast sika shed bottom le lunch sika shed bottom and the Ghana police ya to be catch some monji eye snack na Ghana police for no omo bibia different police for snack eye akoko abasa omo snack akoko sre india so beko na take away ekutekuta omo onsa no yeso tene onsa nse ya say left no my onsa say I say police na oba no abodam aso na obechichire india so mo hwehwe white odo chena kohwe mo bia nko ma nko nipa nko gu ma problem ankosi ye ne ekọ ne ebechichi machiro india so mutu amobeti left yeso pejam so ne ye take away na sim hey IGP so ye bi Ghana ho left no I say take away na kosua tuem anase eye akokọ nsa tuem pull out no ma twa and say mo fam ra no now I say right no I say near the day ye the fork atu nsem I fuck pull in no acha do sa twa bem yes eat na yes okoto kwa say akono kra keke they say when nyina na John Mahama de aba na upe we kaya motium. These are the things. On a serious note, it is so refreshing to know say aban bi aba everything is in order. Things are being done orderly. And that is all that we've been asking for. Not because we hated some people, because we realized that some people to make these kind of simple decisions. That's all. Today, a government comes in, a new IGP comes in, a new leadership comes in, and they're like, you know what, we need to change things a little bit. We need to let Ghanaians understand, they say, we can help, we also protect lives. And that is what we are seeing. And the snack, and that is one thing I was a Ghana Libya appreciate about my way. And it's make Ghana for say if we allow the NDC to be in power for the next 41 years, because I think every 42 years. And if we allow the NDC to be in power for 41 years, we will see more development. Things will be situated well, and it will be difficult for any government party to come to power and do the same thing. Bawumia, Ekufuado, Canada, Japan, Brani Champon, Kentry, and the Japan, you will never get people getting access to power again because San Kofono, Yehumutsu. And that is why we keep telling you people, Enyan Tokwa, I'll say the Bianotia say, Yetichrimaya, Yedi Enyansafona Chichrimai. We always need to look at the bigger picture. And this is an excellent start. We hope, say, as time goes on, it will be smooth, it will be transparent. People will go in there and feel, say, right, I went in there, I went through the process, say, I'm from Accra, at least the process was transparent. And that is one thing I like about the Ghana Police Service now. You don't see people or hear people come out to say, people are being sidelined. People are being kicked out. Some people are brought in because of protocol and quantity. Obviously, they are going to protocols, but we know the majority of the people will get a job. And that is what we have been fighting for. Transparency and majority of the people getting access to Inuma Say. I would like to applaud the IGP. Even though there are some people around him, I believe, say they are making him think, say, he's a tin god. He needs to understand the IGP. You are under contract. And you need to understand, say, being under contract, you should work extra hard than somebody who isn't under contract. You are doing so well. Recently, the arrest you are making, how you guys are even going after NPP armed robbers, conform committed crimes and the NPP are buying. Robbing Kofua, MPP, Dampare, already he's not going to go after them. No, I've seen you step back to go deal with such issues, and we don't want any court cases issue. The person who dealing with the issues. When you have the evidence, you have the fact, you need to go after the criminals. And I would like to applaud you, the IGP, for that. Recently, I've seen you arrested some land guards going after some criminals. Recently, some armed robbers were gunned down. I can see policing happening in Ghana, and it's happening effectively. So the IGP, I know you have some small boys who are always sitting in front of your office. Some media personnel. Some are from XYZ. They have made your office their office. Those people are not going to help you. Tell them to go back to work and do their work as a professional. Do the work because I know your experience and what you can do. And I don't want to So all that I am telling you and I'm advising you on is to make sure those coming from outside sitting in front of your offices, turning into PRs and trying to put some things in the system that are not right, tell them to desist from it, go back to their radio stations and work. You have done so well so far, and I want you to continue. Detach yourself from the media, some of them. They are not there to protect you. They are there because they are looking for something. Into what the why you man check? O start here a year police ejumane and wome. Obanyansa for you bunibe. All right. Now, I would like to say this yanko story way so. Moma mokope police ejumaye ni amo akokwa onfa nhye tissue mu na onfa nkofie. Ukope police ejumaye. Oko ene several snack, uko be take away the so akoko 9 minu ne gum ene jollof ene edi kosue tuem. Onka say, oh, I am not hungry right now. Now onfa nkofie ne unyanke tu ankodi. We die wi abegina ho, everything, the process was nice. Ochinamba beto ye. And then week no. Now, this is another story. I person come once. It's exactly 9-5 in Ghana, over US, about 4-5 in the US East Coast. This guy, communications director of the NPP. Now I can't say me, and as someone I can also say, your friend Richard Ahiagba, he's an outcast. I want to follow someone peno, and I sent for someone peno. Into I saw about them and NPP. Onim baby a on fan the tunsi. About Omobabetuno, he will be kicked out because Gabi Enebeno NPP communications director. He knows nothing about communication. This guy is so daft to the point whereby NPP 4A take a decision as a communication team, communication department. They don't call him. Dankwa Institute in Ekufu the fake certificate ABA. That was where he was working. This guy has no credibility. No intelligence. Even during election 2024, he voted twice. He was caught voting illegally. So this guy is a person, he has no credibility. In fact, Ekrobiswa and Saudi Arabia and hanging because election time or the fake ID. So this is a person who cannot be trusted when it comes to politics or the speaking on public issues. Now I can't say me, and remember, he is now the current communications director. The whole MPP, on a yom kasama for MPP party, that political party, Enkrantia People's Party, this guy on a kasama mo anuneni. Now I can't be. Now the one can also say, if I were Ken or Kakenofuriata Asem, when a kasama MPP, so or Kasa also said that is the stance of the party. The position of the party. Baby a MPP no ejina enie. Menko jina baby nkasa Kevin Taylor say the director of communications of the party akano. Eno na me dwom akire me nuanoma santefo. Abrante we send obeka se Kufuado wu a okasama MPP. Sa Abrante obeka se Nana Komia ye gay a okasama MPP. Into se agini tum. Sa Abrante obeka se Kojo Opon Kroma sebio ofa de yire echi epepono a we eno kasama MPP o se agini tum. So akasa Nana B akoto mansion miensa mo ba na jana. We oye MPP o ne kasama mo oka e o se bem. Sa Abrante obegina ka kire se eya party de team no ebia Paul Adomo chirimo no mko asase ekonom drugs, hard drugs, heroin ni ade anadwo omne eya nkofo bia e wo se agidi because one ne kasama den one ne kasama MPP. Now na asem oka nyina ama Ghana for atene se osi ono a oye communication director for the NPP no say na party no omo de ankomu susu se nka o second of Riata oye osi if I were Ken or Toki as the communications director of the NPP or say I would take extreme measures not to return to Ghana. Or see any MPP for Senke Dani Yuni Pan and Kaya individual and Kaya Kenoforiata and Kayane and Kagana and Kayamba Bim after we stole from the people of Ghana. This is the position of the NPP. This is the position of the Nkrantia People's Party. A party in opposition. A party Omo finance minister. Ayeden abedi Ghana so 8 years. Ghana for say omra na ombe yin ho no. Party director of communications say omo die omo pese omo kire Ghana for say enisa Kenoforiata taba. Sika we wia krono a boy no onfantina bruchiri. This same party is telling you and I say omo kasa yenti omo na yansantam to mean some from omo no mun create 10,000 Kenoforiata and some famaye. Are you not shocked? Are you not worried? For a party that was in power less than 2 years ago, in fact, less than a year and a half ago, in fact, less than a year and 2 months ago, Omutumitna TV so boldly. Ghana nibi or Ghana be a bufu. Ghana nibi or Ghana be and the eka say MPP ya kromfo asifo. The party stands for criminality. Yen yina ye trying say MPP betuma chire bibi say omunye a party that represent corruption, criminality, party representing omambofo no. Their director of communications abetina TV so prime time TV. And okache say omu MPP for ne die. They will advise Kenoforiata say eniso 29 Ghana. Adentra omu say omu jidi say enisa Kenoforiata ba be yin no. This is Kenoforiata who worked for you and I, worked for Ghana. Nanka we die nimpo die ankenya ya. Now, Okasawi no, that is the message right now. All the people following Bawumia and the party, that is the message they are sending out there. In fact, they went for a meeting and the idea was say, or some about Bontina, omobe changing narrative now about Kenoforiata, the crime now with you know. And the party's position will be that ma Kenoforiata ma. That is why right now they have started sending their surrogates, their party executives, their former MPs, their communication director. They will send Kofi Bentil, and obviously Kofi Bentil started this agenda. Kofi Bentil na first person to catch Ghana for say, or no, a friend to Kenoforiata and his wife. Remember, Bright Simmons, Kofi Bentil, any about 3 people. They are in a group with Kenoforiata and then a family. In fact, last week, in the group chat, they were applauding Kofi Bentil and Bright Simmons for going out there to make it look like say gold for oil, gold for reserve. It is something scandal. BC. They were in the chat talking and applauding Bright Simmons. And Nipa or started that conversation, that agenda was Kofi Bentil. He actually came out first to say Senkoye Kenoforiata. Enisa Kenoforiata back to Ghana after Bonia Omwedi Ghana. Now I'm sure there. Now, this is what is happening. After Bright Kasem we are no before Bright before a year Richard Ahiagba Ekasa Asem and a former second D MP Ejapa Mesa or say where is the law that says public officers must account? This guy is an integral member of the Bawumia campaign. This guy was the secretary when it came to PDS. Bawumia and making sure say bank guarantee no almost scrap it for PDS to be formed. This guy worked with Bawumia closely. Ejapa Mesa, PDS, Ejapa Mesa, or losing his seat because of we, any jantra, any chronontina, pamano every second D. Now the agenda, on also the say Ghana for enche MPP for say. Hefa and na imrachre say e was say so be ebana Ghana obesom Ghana e was say obebua contact Ghana. This guy is a former MP. He's a former secretary to PDS. This guy is an integral member of Mahamudu Bawumia's campaign. This guy worked close hand in hand with Eye Kenoforiata, with Bawumia and the Kufuor's government. Now let's go listen to this guy.
You see, he's right. This whole public perception, public prosecution, is what is informing potentially, and I don't speak for Mr. Ofori-Atta, his decision to remain outside the jurisdiction. Because listen, a lot of talk has been made. Now here, my good friend, Prof, make the point that if you've held public office, you ought to be able to avail yourself an account. You ought to be able to avail yourself and answer questions. Samson, you and I are lawyers. What law compels an accused person to even cooperate with an investigator who is investigating him? What law? What rule requires Mr. Foriata? Are you going to please allow me to speak? What law requires him to even be present for anything? The burden in all of this rests with the Attorney General to prosecute and lead evidence to prove beyond all reasonable doubt that the man has a case to answer. If at that point he elects not to defend himself, the court can proceed to convict him. But we made it look as if to say he is under some obligation to be in Ghana to assist the investigators investigating before they take him to court. How is that even possible? We said all manner of things. Look, I'm for accountability. I've served in public office. A lot of accusations were leveled against me myself as a person. In fact, transactions that the government of Ghana was making that bore my name coincidentally. I was accused to be the owner of that transaction. I served as director for a company called TG Energy Solutions, which then subsequently went into a consortium with other people, won a transaction with the government of Ghana, and incorporated a company which has its own directors and secretary. My name was associated with it because I was in the public space. I'm here. But the fact that those accusations have been made, do they constitute offenses or guilt in themselves? Why are we doing this?
There's a bit of a difference, though. The state has not investigated and preferred charges. In this case, the state has investigated and preferred charges, at least on the part of the OSP. I don't have a problem. And the Attorney General is saying that one is even,
Is he under any obligation to appear before the court? I want to know from you. Is Ken Ofori-Atta or any accused person for that matter under any obligation in law when he's charged to appear?
What do you prefer?
Certainly not.
What do you prefer?
It would be ideal. I don't have a problem. It would be ideal.
So his argument is simple. Embrabi Ken Ofori-Atta say Ombra court that is his point as a former member of parliament who wants to come back to parliament. This is the same person who sits on public accounts committee, board or committee and be interrogating people about their stewardship. You see how foolish these backing vocalists are? You see how foolish these people can be? Then nobody is accountable to anything. Nobody's accountable to anything. His argument is that because Ken Ofori-Atta is being called to come and answer for his stewardship by the Attorney General, he feels that Emrabia Niwa Chinchaya a Ken Ofori-Atta say Omra. Oh, really? So then it means that's the understanding of these people. Say Omunya Tumia, they want to finish you people and run out. About in the next 10, 20 years, Sam Kwasiafo we maba bekachere say, Omo party member be na Ghana for air tata no dwane ko sha abrochire. But also obi antata Ken Ofori-Atta o. Ken Ofori-Atta is supposed to just come home, his motherland, where he was minister for 8 years, to come and just tell us, I know this, I don't know this. I know this, I don't know this. In fact, this Friday, I have doctor's appointment in the US. So give me 2 weeks, let me go and come. He should just come and do that. One day they will tell us that we were going after Ken Ofori-Atta. Ebiana and Amuti TV so, and they are not ashamed of these things. He is telling us to say, Adentina, the Attorney General wants to question Ken Ofori-Atta as we speak. Nobody in Ghana has declared Ken Ofori-Atta say or guilty about anything. All that we are saying is that Ken Ofori-Atta just has to come and do what? Answer questions. Now, if Sawa Sevo o Maino, Ewa Kwan Paso, na se undi bonnet, na wonya kromfo na wunye ria, What stops you from coming in person, the same country whereby when you were sick and dying, you told us that you were not going to let your post slide. You were still going to take your position and work. At a point, Kenofurata Kwasiampenyiwe, Nenimu Swaswai to say Mampam. This guy still told us to say he wants to keep his position because he loves Ghana so much, he wants to work for Ghana. And the umbrella, the same position the man na umpeso biya befa position. He should just come and answer some few questions. You foolish people are telling us to say, he is not under any obligation to come and answer for his stewardship. But Kwasiawe, any opportunity to run parliament, he will go and sit on a committee called Parliamentary Accounts Committee. Now, Ejapame Sakwasiampenyi, Parliament Account Committee, no, sa Parliamentary Accounts Committee, no, yeti, no, dientini yeti, dientini yeti. Say, and they from bra Parliamentary Accounts Committee. What is the reason why intia a man called for baho? And I think I can say because the Auditor General audits every government agency, you are not supposed to appear before the Public Accounts Committee. Because when you invite the Bank of Ghana governor, when you invite maybe a Gold Board boss, when you invite any government agency, the CEO, they can tell you that I have been audited by the Auditor General and that Mrebia and Shamise, I should appear before the Public Accounts Committee. But they appear before the Public Accounts Committee because morally, one, you need to justify the reason why we should trust you or we are supposed to trust you in that position. So the morality comes first before even your duties as a human being. Morally, you are supposed to show the people that I am not a thief. So I will appear before the committee and tell the committee that this and this and that, this money has not been stolen, this is my stewardship, this is what I have done. But the moment Public Accounts Committee calls you, and you refuse to come, even though you can say that you have been audited by the Auditor General, majority of Ghanaians and the person who appointed you will see that morally there's something wrong. That's why you have decided not to come. So it is not about we having strict or rigid laws, reinforcing those rigid laws to get people to come to Ghana to answer. Second of all, and the day I can say the OSP, you file a case against him, no, and Kosoba back to Ghana to say, I have not stolen from you. I am not a thief. And whatever you are putting out there, the perception you are creating, I can come and answer the question to prove to Ghanaians and the world that the NPP is not a criminal entity. But you people are telling us that today there is no law and nobody has any strict law to force Kenofurata to come and answer to we the people of Ghana. And Kwasiampenyi to say, whoa, Ejapamesa, Richard Ahiagba, you people want us to give power to the MPP. Na ya time to minimum. Na mo de kwasiye bi kwatina Gold Board. Na owie sika ni nyina gold ni nyina likogu den Jersey Shore sa. Na ya kase omrambe yi ano a. No ombeka kire se ye ni mra bi a hye ne keten se omrambe yi ano emmoa. There's a reason why when people are appointed by the president or a government, they are given a Bible or a Quran to swear. You know the reason? When you listen to the words, when they are swearing, it technically tells you that I have to morally represent or show up any day I'm called to answer for my stewardship. This is Kenofurata when Ekufuado in 2021 was swearing him in as the Minister of State and Finance. And you will hear the words, time and or swear Kenofurata in. The words represent what you need to do. Sa and seminar when you are being sworn in, sa and seminar, morally, you need to live by them. This is Kenofurata. Why didn't he decide not to take this oath?
You insert your name where appropriate and say after me. I do in the name of the Almighty God swear that I'll bear true faith and allegiance to the Republic of and that I will preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution of the Republic of Ghana. So help me God. The oath of Minister of State. I, having been appointed Minister of State, Do in the name of the Almighty God swear that I will at all times well and truly serve the Republic of Ghana in the office of Minister of State, and that I by law established, and that I will, to the best of my judgment, at all times when required, freely give my counsel and advice for the good management of the public affairs of the Republic of Ghana, and that I will not directly or indirectly reveal any matters that shall come to my knowledge in the discharge of my duties and committed to my secrecy as Minister of State. So help me God. And the final oath is the oath of secrecy. I, holding the office of Minister of State, do in the name of the Almighty God swear that I will not directly or indirectly communicate or reveal to any person any matter which shall be brought under my consideration or shall come to my knowledge in the discharge of my official duties, except as may be required for the discharge of my official duties, or as may be specially permitted by law. So help me God.
This guy took an oath, and in the oath, in Semna Okano, he talked about serving the Republic of Ghana. His service to us. He was going to serve us. Now, what say we near Sebrana be or say that there are no laws. You foolishly sit on TV, scream your lungs out, and exhibit the highest form of foolishness, all because politics na full. And no matter what, I also defend a party that is full of pigs. Why do you how do you just say nipa na mote Ghana no omutio na kasa asemu ya nti esia no yatam to mi mamo na we japa mesa kwasi ampanyi te se wo wanum wi ya wo sekeni mo mapam na yatam gold board hye wunsem na o jantra sem otam gold board sikenya kogu Switzerland na odukoguo na woka so wetu akotena Switzerland na kasa brafie na be kyerekye odwumadi a wudi ya so be ka kyerɛ se ye ne MPP for there are no laws, no obligation. Why should we hand over Ghana to such piglets with this kind of piglet mentality? This alone, Ghana will never think of voting for the NPP because that is the mentality now. Adwene edam wutimu mo pesa mo decide ba power nie adwene ni nyina na say moma yetumi ye disika na ye be te second ofuriata ye be dwane akosha bruchi efri say emra bia ni wa ese ye keten say ye mra da ben na atene Gina TV so ka second ofuriata is guilty of a crime in Ghana. Da ben na OSP Ejina baby ka second ofuriata is guilty of a crime. All that they are saying is that some allegations have been raised against you. Come and say yes or no to it. That's all. Just come to Ghana and say yes or no. The same Ghana na oyaria ye ka se twon na obi mbedi finance minister aka se won pine no. Come to the same Ghana, the Republic of Ghana. You were taking an oath that you would serve. No, what is stopping you? What is stopping you from coming to tell us to say this is true, this is a lie? What is stopping Ken Ofori-Atta and a young drunkard like you, a dirty riffraff? Politics no. I was somebody Jimmy to chain. Now mo kan no kura na ne hu say fine. Party this symbol no cry or sooner with Jimmy. Munipa umuomuno munye. But it is looking like more acted as a party this symbol. No, you are acting like an elephant that is crazy because more senses. My junior also the rational thing more between checkers. Okay, these people are now making sense. No, every single day you drag the party through mud. When an junior Juma Oya Ghana ni na, oya public servant in there, oya pensioner, obia obabeko pension in there, obia nisika eshe no under your regime, obia through DDEP nisika iraye, obia through your bad governance, the capital share, obia still they are in pain of the things you people did. How will you convince that person? Say the next 3 years no onko to abama abra waka che ne say wo sabe bo ne krono a say mo sabe bo mo krono a emra bia niwa e hye mo say mo free mo abro chiri mbra yi Ghana for ano. Are you crazy? Are you crazy? Na yet Ghana to some kwasi afo we so say NPP a party. Makacha mo say omusa omagimi. Omunyini a no ma bodam, and that is the NPP for you. NPP omusa omagimi. How? This is a guy or say, I am a lawmaker. Hear how he's dressed. Look at this person. Jimmy. And I know Ghanaians are listening. Hey, my man can be being Ghana for. NPP for. I know you people are doing everything possible to get the listening ear of Ghanaians. Munya. You are not going to get it. Because one, every single day you keep burying yourself deep. Every single day, say, Sebio, Senani Humusamuye before, Moya Cromfo, Monshada Muadia, Enimiansano. You have still not shown anything, say, you are not what we believe you are. You people every day expose the foolishness in you. Through your utterances, no, Obia who say, Wankasana is a munim diamope. It is not a political party. It's like a cluster of foolish men and women who think they can take advantage of the Ghanaian, or because in the name of politics, say a 2 8 years you ha, or say a 2 8 years you ha. So in your mind, it is 8 years. Into NDCD 8 years, you have 8 years. Into Mujimi, Madja Jimine awa way too, ena modernam. Still, you still don't understand the new Ghana, the new politics we are doing. The young man watching me, he wants something to hold on to. And now na wotan aka senyo memo ayedin ya top petro 10 fufuo 2 series and no ensesa na adwene o. You need to go beyond that. You need to prove to them inti before a Ghana ni na wo hu se we jimi ni betie no. One, I was so prove chance wo njimi ye. How are you able to do that? How will you be able to do that as a political party? Because and abronye bie na no atum so jimi fo. Owusu bempa bie na no jimi fo. Miracle Abuaji bie na no jimi fo. Amadoku bie na no jimi fo. Akosha menu bie na no jimi fo. The leaders of the party itself, Mustafa Salam bie na no jimi fo. Salaka o minime bi osu wu o jimi fo. The party itself does not even have a chairman. Mamenka se minjira monde. I didn't want to tell you people this. And where the Ameba Pakufo and Kamen Kaba Meka. Do you know, say, the NPP as a political party? Most sorry, Muria Munko Busomo. Omo chairman, Now, what was say on your Jumani Biemno? What's his name? Intim, you're saying? Give me the name of the chairman now, who resigns this year, NPP for chairman. No? Give me his name before I move. I don't keep their silly names in my name. Intim, what's his name? Give me his name. Namen to ask me, but me boni di indicate some no. Namu the reason why I was resigning. And yaba pako phone him sa some way. Inti. Yaba pako phone him sa some way. Inti me can. Where do him say anything can make by meka? It's Stephen Intim. Thank you very much. Who is this? Asari Oliver. Now, my mention Stephen Intim. The reason why Stephen Intim issue no enkoye. Do you know say? Mena woka Sunday. J.A. Kufuor, Yaba Kufuor Nkwana stopping the family of Stephen Intim from coming out. Do you know why? The NPP as a political party, they poisoned Stephen Intim. Tie. Yaba Kufuor is the only person intervening. The family of Stephen Intim, they want to come out publicly and have a press conference and let the world know, say, Stephen Intim was poisoned at one of the events our MPP organized here. J.A. Kufuor is the one standing between this action by the family and the Esiro. Now, say J.A. Kufuor and Stephen Intim family about out at a press conference. I'm a Ghana for you who say Stephen Intim was poisoned. That is the reason why Stephen Intim is resigning as the head of the NPP as the national chairman, no, the party wrote that long statement. They were sending a message to the party, say, you people, you have poisoned our son, you have poisoned your this year. So I'll go back now, kind letter now, family ni release here now. They were saying something to the party. J. Kufuor and I stop it, Stephen Tim family from coming out. And Sameboa, moi must interview president no Chamko Busa Kufuor. Me papa, I know, say you know, I know, but I have to say it because o party no, omudin kwasi asemdodo. The NPP poisoned Stephen Tim. It is papa na months and obewu. And the family near investigations, no, omuko say one of their events, no, and omudi edi indro egu ninsum ninsumanonomye. So they know. They know. And Kufuor is the only person protecting that issue. Sema manim babontene. Modi amopa ochina monfrɛ Stephen Tim ebusuafo na mombusa won sɛ asɛm we no kra na sɛ nya no kra. Mo amo asantimem radio for MPP radio so monfrɛ mo. Monfrɛ Stephen Tim ebusuapanyini. Monfrɛ eye JA Kufuor office. Na monka sɛ Kevin Taylor wabodam wakasa asɛm we no kra na sɛ nya no kra. Na memma mo information foforo. The NPP after they poisoned eye John Kumano, they poisoned Stephen Tim. You know the reason why they poisoned him? My man can't show. Mumuni mnyoma ni mo MPP mu. Kwasiafo. Stephen Tim said pene emomu impose Bawumia ewo mo so. And that Bawumia going to 2024 elections and they were not going to win. And that he wanted the elections to be free and fair. So when Stephen Tim announced that, apart from him being part of the Elephant group, no, he's one reasonable gentleman. So who's studying the political life now? It has all been about Onyamende Denenam Edna Bedu Baby Oduno. Into the countless times or call for contest when we know you never heard him sit on radio, do this dirty politics of going back and forth with people. He never did that. Because I don't know believers say and or still believers say so Onyamen Frewa so he always believed to say at the right time, so we did 90 years cry Onyankopon be chairman. So when study Stephen Tima, now the principles in ye yamfa edian ekwan paso enya bibia ne for party njina or your OG MPP member. Now tell Stephen Tim Obubeko 2024 elections no and Obaba Ntembeka chiro mo meeting we say you know something, we cannot force Bawumia on the people. We cannot sit here and make it look like everything is rosary. We should make the election free and fair. That is when Omka says Stephen Tim Alan Cash Nipa. That is when they poisoned him. Unim bibu MPP mu kwasiato. Oti wona wo na odi me matam. Unim dem nimu MPP mu. So that is when they poisoned him. Mame chiro ade bi. So one person chiro what is behind Stephen Tim poisoning na ma chiro no. Mame mfa unko back. Nyame bu na me pese me ka che me se me pese mu wie mu primaries no. Na mu wie mu primaries na ma chiro ma ade bi o Ghana. He. Letter na the busu for release here ni. Now, mame chiro one part of the letter. Me chiro mo they have poisoned Stephen Tim. Stephen Tim busu for releasing letter no. In fact, let me minimize it and read the caption that was shown. Mokai, in Tim family, letter nini, Mokai sa letter we. Ha. Data, omutre na 16th of June 2025. And release sa letter we. Yeah. Now, Shade, mami ready baby, I am marking ready. Thank you very much, team, for bringing this in. Tie, asem na ibusuafo no tro omu letter nim. These are fucking dangerous people. Now, see, although not official, it is well known that Mr. Intim is not well at the moment and his condition requires time off from active professional activities in the interest of medical attention and monitoring for the time being. Almost say, Munina Munim. As some of us want to let them say, Minims Yanim Samunina Munim say, I just Stephen Tim the home fano. The party knew from the past that says Stephen Tim are poison. And Omoka say, Sesia and Munina Munim no, Jarena Abatolson, young him say, Ben Yasi a ben and kakra. Na ya son yare na no, because Munina Munim de all come, Ebusian for a letter nie. Where 2025 may they all come back. Now I'm sure why the MPP is a foolish political party. They have poisoned Ayadi Stephen Tim. J.A. Kufuor na stop the family no from coming out. Now, what kind of second paragraph? Oh, baby, I'm marking it red now. I'm going to almost say, therefore, in compliance with his professional medical advice, therefore, in compliance with his professional medical advice and in cognizance of his demanding office, we, the family members, do hereby request that Mr. Intim be temporarily excused not only from active office duty, but also from outright party politics until further notice. Almost say, therefore, in compliance, the doctor etu say yareno poison ni poison papa no mama ne ntwe ne ho free MPP dwumadie biemu. Almost say ebusuafo no chole na bra MPP no. Almost say doctor na advice ye de hye ne say senior omudi aye no no e wo se otwe ne ho free MPP no omudwumadie biemu ontwe ne ho free mu. Party meeting, party rally, party conference. Almost say doctor ne say enime ya no ontwe ne ho free party nim. Nanso asori ye program obetuma akọ. Nanso sebio nadamfo bi ye party obetuma akọ. But eba party wey omudwumadie as chairman no enime ya na doctor say ontwe ne ho free because omunim say party na poison no. What did me matter? Ombeku sa no ma. Intende mama another breaking news. Omo wi omo primaries na stories bi ado be brem no. Mo amwo party mo bedwane. You are dealing with monsters, dangerous monsters. They murder people and laugh about it. These are crazy people. Omo wi omo primaries na be de nyoma bi be kire mo Ghana. Party no ebe gu one day. We are here. Wodi mboni an go for we di. Me say samosa me boa. Mo amo say but the more interview president, yeah, the interview Koli Kukurano. Or China more access to J. Kufo. Mova phone and Panamuka, Papa. Ya perceive be interview, ya can't send me out to so. Ya say, Kevin Taylor say, Stephen Intim, ya poison. Nebusi and 4% babon Tinbekasa, now also 1 penny. Ya no crown and no pre. Never Papa Kufonia, Bema to some non Casamebois. Now, omenko enimu. Ento china. Mo so no pa. Mon first Stephen Tim abusuafo no, o meka kire mo. They want to talk. Ya papa kofo ja omo. Na omo ka no kure no. Na omo ku papa no, omo poison no. Kofo ya na poison jonkuma, enkofo ya na ku JB dankwa. Enkofo ya beku eya de Kennedy anaba omia, omo ku omo. I know the NPP. Sir Kennedy careless MP before kwan bi so kuna to atwene they will do it. They don't care. Normal in a party. Me MPP ni na nka me dan any omo ko bank omo kumi dada omo dwame rough. Nko for omo dwame o. Ai. Enti sa party way the National Poison Party, they will kill you. Me say ochina mo fret 17 mebusuafo. Mo dia mo fret ni anom no buso mo behind the scenes nka say Kevin Taylor say poison wopa. Modie mumusomo unuano modie mumusomo omeka kire mo ye papa go for na kata nyoma so mame ko benim now mame chama dia foforo bi hwadio see NPP how unstable they are. Bako say NDC 24-hour economy policy is a photocopy of former President Akufo-Addo's Ghana Beyond Aid. Boy we Dennis Miracle Abuaji. First, I'm just Abuaji dini ye dimbi anka. Ba ye pobi manako kasadi ni munyabe Abuaji ntumi fa bibiamba. He? Me catch up was Baumia. I relegated Manganjabo. Mahamudu Baumia campaign, obo yinesi nchen, omo yakwa we sinchen. They made them understand, say, boy, we say Baumia campaign. When was the last time you saw him speak as the person heading Baumia's campaign communication? I told you, they know, say, he's a criminal. Or pockety over $4 million election 2024 in the name say communication will go down. Baumia friend Busan went to mama answer. And na Osani obi e pre oba ho Baumia team no ofe answer. Okodi obi yire ni ache no. This guy, your friend Dennis Abuaji. Now Tiasembia will be in an oka. Or say 24-hour economy now. These same people who some say they should define it. What can I say? NDC for raising 24-hour economy. First time. these people said, there's nothing like 24-hour economy. Mukai. And our boss Jimmy Nikojina Srim. Or yeah, concert. Manfoka said, Nana Juni Jumana, Mukai. Chema won't be Betty Baumia, Omkojina, 24-hour economy. Jimmy Omuka Krafe, Omuniba Omoso, they stop talking about 24-hour economy. And then the idea chinya Miracle Abuaji. And I could for no DC ya pamono for corruption. Ya pamono, ya man dismissal letter. This guy could not serve over 6 months. This boy today, this guy, he wants to lie to everybody because when he be Makacham say, MPP for Yamu Baomias or a cash cow. Sir, I can follow more parts, Mamu Baomias or a 10 unim answer. Until they are using him to make money. And this boy, even though no Baumia are relegated in a in channel, he is still finding ways and means to make money. It's right now on a my SK, forum, Yadikwa program. Mokai say, yes, and so quite some question for good stages say, and the Amuchile, Mokai, remember me, in Confobina and small boys, almost say, Ekufuado, Eddie Free SHS Aba, we mu dear, Omoko school, Ekufuado Abo more later, Sanko for Baka just say, it was a lie, no. They are doing the same thing. But let's concentrate on this. Abuaji nye di ebe to me abefi abuaji. Ya abuaji. Now tie. Abuaji de si abono ne aji. Enti wo po bi okuta din emu odu, eko obedu. Okwa kwaji to me aba o si abuaji. Now abuaji akasa, o say 24-hour economy no. In fact, sa policy idea na John Mahama ne NDC de bae no. Eye Kufuado Ghana Beyond Aid. Mesi wemu, oma bodam. Me say, NPP4, 90% are insane right now. They don't know where to pick it from. Abuaji say, and the Okache Ghana for say, 24-hour economy na almost say enye juma. And so called passport officer. And the whole Ghana, your passport centers for Ghana, 24-hour economy. Ni bino no. And the Oko Temaporta, 24-hour economy. 2 o'clock, Oko Porto to my clear car. And the Oko DVLA. 2 a.m. Ube to me akoye edian with Juma Oho. There are so many agencies and organizations and government institutions they are working 24 hours. Passport office. So this is the same MPPR. For some time now, Omba now 24-hour economy anyway. 24-hour economy. Now say 24-hour economy anyway. How do you know say it was born out of a Ghana Beyond Aid? Now what is Ghana Beyond Aid and what is 24-hour economy? Ghana Beyond Aid is simple. Yanko Bobby Siabium, Yanya be create njuma, near the sika aye juma. How is Ghana Beyond Aid the same as 24-hour economy? But in the first place, you people never acknowledge 24-hour economy. Krampo say, nyansa pobia, bibibe to me free maba. So, sir, if you don't acknowledge 24-hour economy, the idea, how are you able to equate it to Ghana Beyond Aid? Actually, with Jimmy. Now, the same MPP, look, Mustafa Salem, 24-hour economy a scam. Now, I split these two stories. Now, Abuaji said, 24-hour economy, no, and one Ghana Beyond Aid. Ono, and oye MPP for Baumia ex Baumia Kasama for Mustafa Salem, on the National Youth Organizer. Ono say, Mr. MPP ni 24-hour economy no enya no kre intiesia no yenya modeng. The people are naturally foolish. Menkwa 24-hour economy ba ko say Ghana Beyond Aid. Party ba kumo. Another person so ba we munya executive so ono say that be 24-hour economy nankasa nkasa ye scam. Now how can you tell me say idea near Ghana Beyond Aid a momo idea? Then you tell me, say, the same idea and a scam. So you want to tell us, say, Ekufuado Ghana Beyond Aid region, a scam. You people are stupid. Omunie, these are the people. Abuajine kwa tiboto. So mumi jimi from you. Semu join bako. And abuajia kotrani egune niase. This is what they want us to believe. This is their politics. This is the NPP. And this is what they want us to all come around and say, yes, inti yankotuma baumia. When yankotuma baumia, no, this is what they want us to look at. When I'm say, yes, oh, nice. Oh, inti Ghana Beyond Aid, no, and 24-hour economy. Hey, sign this for dear. Na 24-hour economy cross as I scam. Say, see, what? O say we are vegetarian. We the baba kuya also we take it. In your day, we are Baumia, we are American Muslim. We are Baumia, 24-hour economy, and one Ghana beyond aid. 24-hour economy, it's a scam. And there's a sian, we are Baumia na, we are American Muslims, mo you preko siana. Mo num you preko, so mo num preko ngwine. Ah? And people had to say, more than American Muslims, mo you preko, and so mo num preko ngwine. 24-hour economy is Ghana beyond aid. And the same Ghana beyond aid and 24-hour economy is a scam. Mo you preko, and so mo num preko ngwine. I am a bottom. You still don't understand the Ghana we are in. You people still think, say, yeah, that who want to me kind of Ghana politics, 1992 politics. But you said that who Insha FM kind of Ghana politics. Yeah, that who Hello FM kind of Ghana politics. OKF, that be all. No master sound. They see a man for to be king can't change the mo. They see no, sa kind politics na. Yeah, imagine how media me watch me. Media me watch me. Na first no, me koto a year anka me fa anka near for 300. And then I'm saying me ko fa anka 600. Hey, what boredom? What pass us so ko du anka. Media me tiasie. Sa mo politics tantan na mo ye no. Ye dia ye ho chiri yo. Se sia na me fa force. Na sia force yi o na ho kronkro. Where you so wo sa apetu pre. Force no first nansia na mekotwa na nipa gina so ene de betwa force na ofui atade nipa wa wuhye wo de ba yento a enso fa so ebufo mebu be nanka where you now want kire se sika na wunyae no wo mfa so na wunyae no wan fa nkotopɔ kre ansra mo bodam ha fa mo mo nkwasiafo bo nyi o mo ta wo cha 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 hey mama hey yata 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 biloko yata yata nagai yata mama kula mama hey hey cha 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 hey mama hey yata yata a create kind of politics now no who you MPP. Yentiasio first no near fan your ma me see because February ye jina so be heketia ye toni nyina nansi amu me de ba eguo ne ho nka say ne ne achi ntoturo ye nje ne ho champon fie o hwe ne nan esi fom I say onantia tachebum yentiasie ye go for force ba abuofunu ngwa don force Ghana omo politics no say ya no mo ye no we mu a
akuyecha metetafo na me baton fish ewo asafo market ya me be wa no hwe me da bia no pa me so dia oye tiema me awia ne ama me eto afufu awime so ne asebo me efiri se dum so ba me ba no fish adaka duasa ne akoto agu kwa eti na me ba no onya sika ma me na me de didi efira no pa me ba ha me ni di yo eno ani bodo se hwan ana me du ha no mato bi die me ba nya sika ma me wo boss ante se de adwuma no nya dum so yi abrewa de me na ye nyina firi dum so me ti asi me de me sum ho ne mu ya ansa me da fom birim mama adai adia ni aye maya wa abrewa ti wo ma me wonte se me a mama mi huna ma ni sei me tell me we demonstration me kon ma kwa kama sam so a kire mama no hu me mabo na dum se wonya na me be timi tan fishi wonya sika matari ane adi ana ma ba bibia ne be se NDC fo na sisei MPP fo sisei na ndi wo mama MPP fo no ne se ne kura nyina ya MPP de wa mo beka ana nkrofo yo de ya ne kura nyina MPP me bati yesi baby di etobo engomo di anuma ko bu agu ni pa kura mu bugu ya wa de wa aboa what wona ne dai obi abu agu wa nya demonstration bibi amusi MPP fo na ye de se ne ye woni pa wo mo woni pa che mu dia ene bibi amusi MPP fo na ye de se ne ye woni pa wo mo woni pa che mu dia ene bibi amusi MPP fo na ye de se ne ye woni pa wo mo woni pa che mu dia ene afa mu nsore so bibi amusi MPP fo na ye de se ne ye woni pa wo mo woni pa che mu dia ene afa mu nsore so ndi mama se wontimi a wo nya bone eno ase me na me ka ye so me boa no nya
Yomu ya ni o communication director na huni san we dey abrewa oh we dey abrewa ontimi nchira ntimi kinkan or starting case from Kejetia or the Roma could do Sodom and Gomorrah and be Pierre Jubilee House. Satana Muhammad president. Wemo ya position or more position vital vintage positions. Unis and where everywhere henim enjobe he ube not wo campaign women organizer Santasi area. Oh so udiso ejimi otie from an opposite oh hey Mahama idie no a download Oti FM ho oti OK FM ho or downloading kwasi asama obede so monka bibia Mahama idie Mahama idie o dey for mic ko tuara no obo say GBC na obusa the question no Jandam. And this is the kind of jandam they did from 1992. Yani, yanyashi, JJ Rollins, no fosu no kunipa. Rollins has no watakwa. Rollins ba kuno jinankrai. Rollins no change Jesus 30,000 times. Or kumasu no kunipa. Or watakwa no kunipa. Rollins ba kuno jina srim. Rollins ba kujina kra. Rollins de yantia siye. Eno becha yempre. Nansiana J. Ekufo. Otumfo said naname do piao. Otumfo ko J. Ekufo. No mbefuka na omudi asem sire kakra ena otumfo ka se we de mamenka no krenche me nananom na me nananom no bi ejimi ena otumfo mo history kakra ka se mo nananom na omo wia bia sie kalabule time na omo wia bia omo wia nsa de sie ena sojafo be chi omo nom ka adentina omo wia nsa sie ni twa omo chi nti mo ankasa mo nananom na omo ye kalabulefo otumfo ne kofo ne kan ye okofo fie video no mabwa kire woda ohwem kwakọ hwa abro wo yam kwakọ yi abro sisi a ya papa otumfo nana me do wo de no kra de nana de no kra de eni tina me se me protect the lower king no wa ha no oba no de me protect nana me nso otumfo kan no kra pempen okufo fi o se ye nananom kuma se imbra eye soja aban baaye adekudie ntia ne yetwa nananom bi ekiri omu nyina ye de kalabulefo na ensa omu wia ntoa e de kohye dem ese mo nananom no mu wia nsa ya kan she JJ Rollins ti Rollins obeku ya ma memo onku obia Rollins ni soja for na kromfo no mutata member video ni njira o ana ene so beka se medidi otumfo atem nana do me na me so me do no nana kan okura metim otumfo otekokọ so onya otwedi ampokwa me ni asasi ye abosom omonto nkom na nyini che me da wase saudi sa history no eto ye papa kofo fie ho ose mo nana kwa amiango kwa amiamo samre no na soja ban Mr. S pull it for me ila lao ose mo nananom kumase Satan Yesusa ni esuma me yokoto kele ule ni ade ye hu se ye bo ye maamenom sana ye maamenom no mu wia ntoa bia mo wia bia kosie ni wia bia yetumi wia bia sie ko hye dem na soja fo hwehwe bia to ye nya bi nto mo nananom wia bia wia nsa na wo pe bibia wia ko heaven a wo sa wia nsa enya me kwasa hisu na menim kanya otumfo na kan menim. All right, moment to aso enchechiremu enye se bia metan obi asam no de eda hɔ a ne adwudwam ebia se na meka no na ebe mo ya wo ya but no kwere na medwudwam no enjudwamu enchechiremu no ente no otumfo de do me na me do otumfo kora hwe me enwumre yi mensualization na me do nsam no de mabɔ ape so. All right, Mrs. Me team ni say me man 2 seconds no mo fa video ni be kire asam eda hɔ otumfo kan okufo fie osemo asantefo mo amanyini o munnim history otumfo dem de penana otumfo asem no o se nipa de we nipa na se wudi nipa nim a se bi o be protect won kofo na ade ba kwa me de pe otekokko so na pia o me do me de pe otumfo asem no se sasem de da ho beka no kure na odidi akonwa no sa asem bi a se bi o onim se de all kan kran no etia ono ana konwa kura etia sante a opese ne nchirima ne nananom hu no kure no se na be ya daachi bi no sebio oni wono otoa nananom onse do a obetena oma na koma to ne yim efise ye de no kure na chichire man enti se oka se adentina odo tumfo adentina odo tumfo a eye no kure die ene ne no kure ka ene senia opese asante ehu se o se ye de yensema esi abakosem no echichire ya man ye ko enim no sa anwoma bi ye mbre bi a antwa ye no ye nya biem ene na mamede pe otumfo asem enti sa wo steady a thank you very much team for bringing the video. Anytime otumfo ka kire asantefo se mo nananom ye nyina ye nananom no time Rollins ababa kalabule no mo nananom ye kalabulefo efise ne ye nananom wia nsasie Kase Kevin de bia Kevin odipe bia me de enchechire mu mo me enkotie nana me do enyumre wo hwa me mane susumina so ma me dwodwom nche ona nanom PZ for any South Central for no mu hu se ye do ene ye chechire Ghana no otumfo sedutu ena nana o chire mu no mo me enkotie nana sorry wo ho wodwa nana nie
madam nama woni mi isi Africa bra be o nana na de said nzanu abra wompa na so na soja for no Rollins by 17 you go back and aquani to them if you for mercy after san san nya ni East Africa David I want to go here with go no sani bi and I want to hold on say we bro hold on what you say na me go and we go and we go on the and never can be no for the East Africa Nama woni mi isi Africa bra be o nana de said nzanu abra wompa na so na soja for no Rollins by 17 you go back and aquani to them if you for mercy after san san nya ni East Africa David I want to go here with go no sani bi and I want to hold on say we bro hold on what you say na me go and we go and we go on the and never can be no for the East Africa
Oto wo hine nana we de onkwa so nana na edwudwa history no ato osemo nana nom that time no oma hodun segum passe eno mu yin 1-1 inte wia obi enu ana gba and I Rollins ne mrantie bra santimemu se ensa ye paadum Ghana ye hunsa no akra briwe ye nsa no pe edu eye enkokọ pe na asa anya se insane ye no wonkran akra briwe number 1 Oxford Street ho ne ye no yesi ye fambra no obi anya kakra so de minimum na nsa drum kokọ nsa no efu ataban etutu intina Rollins monti ase se adene ye bodwa wa santimemu ye kekeka ya no a yenya insa enkeka ya no ye to nkora din kura ne yenya nsa mbom ketrema so ena Rollins se ndie momya nkwa santimemu ne yenkohwe omo ma hode nsa no ena na otumfuo kotoko hene chirechire mu no ose mo nana no mo nana your grandfathers and your grandmothers your ancestors no mo hode nsa otumfuo so use word no or the justify na asem no ose no mo holding yakase obi hodo a we wiesie ai we wia esie you are holding or yi miensa no da kosie oyi four curtains no da kosie ne trimu po no enye agwa we ba mama da mama
hey cha 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 hey mama hey nyata biloko nyata nagai nyata mama hey bigida.
All right, about 10-2 our Ghana when me show no you caught the second stage of the show kotoko hine me do nana na the second stage, you know, NDA. Hey, Kevin Taylor, so dear. Well. MPP here, Munti MPP communicator. I sometimes can't see MPP one about them here. This is an MPP communicator. National security or can national security once a Munti.
1 year assessment for President Mama. The new woman say Ghana your insecurity.
Ade.
Ni ade. Obetena konyana so ano o man ko for here as ye wu ya. Ebepem ne.
We no dey say atorenchemu
message me mame obisa question message me mehu
wo fine ye nyina ye hu
esi Ghana esi ye na esi wo me press 1 year
it is said o ye bad time na unu bi ba efiri mu a wo dey ka asem asese na wo dey no so be ka ho ana aka
ni ni ale be wa ma menka ye japadie si be bu wa konta wo ntimi ka se bi ye ju mu wa konta
enu ye
me buni nyina ne Mama is up at the way.
I am fast to free mono.
Yeah, because Mama now the mayor contact. It's in the appropriation about to wonder. So I electoral commission in the car. What the book name to one say yes and you when the public say you pass in the film.
And only were different, but was said they will be
assessment be assessment.
Every
one 1 year in the President Mama administration no Miss Down security. And you won't go. And the other boy at the down boy me now.
Insecurity.
So let me go. What you say something insecurity? I mean, one that be insecurity one go.
China on the time.
And that boy didn't go. Last year,
I know when we be a TV station where Mango for it. Where communication on the power row. Or Kasagu Mike him now, but now I debate was as when a COVID. Or to when I be a BSR radio, why when I be beside the way. Communication when on the power no. Waiting and almost sort of omotata poyandoro. Almost a case of communicate to me complicate. When omopo, it's when on the convince enemy say Antoma Baumia, Sadia way. Nenim basa as a Casio watch. Then Casatan time, MPP for Ancasancasa Nimuno. Area oka krebi no didi girls. Amakoko radio so. And a paper fumi kutano. MPP ankasa no munimu no. Intimu cries ya poison way. Na so we am poison. Where the soldier near ya hono. Near the naye a appetizer. Way. No ten kasa by heart. We mu no mo beso mo convince mu no. Ne omo message ni we no mo de be power. Na yesori ani akoto abama we mu. Ni asori say akwa we do nyanso de oka ye di akoto enti yanto abama ba omia. O de abama yanto aso. MPP apokai. Now, ya enter into the wagon and the asama ye kasi beka ho asem ebinie eye in some bebresi in there. I feel say I will say ka ho asem. Now, it's about the course so our Parliament Public Accounts Committee for Asia. Now, the first one we talk about no a way egigim 1.47 billion 1.470 billion and na eye and the NDC are buying a buy no wabetua also a platform koko chirichiri mu ho abuofunu meso be chirichiri medium enti won se me de ne nya na wakọ wo de na wakọ chirichiri mu now and the Ghana for tinsem bebrema adani penchen obi aka ne de na die na ekoso esi MDC for legacy debt energy sector debt yeso ba betua ka bi eda ho ebi nsida na omo keka nsam mami a utiem nya botre na medwum ejo mahama na aba na ende through the finance minister ye be hu se eka bi na eda ye energy ye nyinimu nkania ye energy ye nkania sam ene ye petrol sam ye de so ye nkania eka bi na eda ho no ye se ende jo mahama ban in less than 1 year omo tie free wo na ende omo kamera fo bebre wo TV so ni radio so na Kevin Taylor chekire mu kire ye de ehu de ekọ enie ye ka say energy sector debt is simple and I say our energy sector and I say legacy data from Kwame Nkrumah Breso Ghana ye nyina mu nkania ho nsensem no de bia ekada so ni nyina ne say ye de sika ena yedi ma enkania gina so na eba enkania sem wo Ghana from Kwame Nkrumah Breso de bia no aban ba na se bi onipa bi di dwuma ma aban no se yen nyina mu nkania be gina ne na so a e wo se saa edwumakuo no aban ema mu sika aban abakọ de bia aban bi beba a obefiri so no na yede eye saa edwumakuo ne ka efiri se ba nyina mu nkania anase power generation a Ghana nkwa yakoso mbono ene sebio ye gas kakra ewo no entumi ma yenkane ni nyina so ene tire ofre bibi IPPs, independent power producers. Now sa enkofo no omo ye enwuma kuo bi a omo so wo enyinemu nkane a omo ankasa ene eto ede fango ede den ede power san nyirimu nkanea no na san nyirimu nkanea na aya na omoton maye enti from tete no yenya eye san nnwumakuo ni bia omo eto nkanea kakra de so ye de ye nkanea no so ma Ghana nyina yenya nkanea omo de from IPPs no now san kofo no omo ni Ghana di adwuma bedi nne aban bi ba na aban mi ka so oh momma ye monkanea kakra fa so yankanea so na ye ma nkanea ni nyina na so a sika wo se ye de ma omo no ye tue bia na ejabi enti ema eka no pile over years 1992 ene ye to abayi JJ Rawlings koye na Kufuor baye ekoye na Atamils baye Atamils koye ena Mahama baye ena Achichide ne baye ena Mahama ba now aban bia ababia ede eye de sa eka ne bi beka ho enti yebusa ye ho se ebeden ne yetumi afiri saa enyiremu nkanea ana energy ho eka we mu no da ben na yebetumi eyi yeti efiri ase now ye obibia ye frɛ no eye World Bank guarantee. Now, World Bank omude sikebi ebeto ho. Edum pempensobi na IPPs no. Let's get me the right word. Edum pempensobi na IPPs no independent power producers no. Na afa omu nji Ghana ndibio. De bia mo ba na mabesre ye nkanea na ye nyiremu nkanea kakra mamo. Yeso fango ne ye de to e power ye generators e de nkanea na mamo. But mo ba na mo kɔ mo ntua sika ni nyina entiasia ye ngi munni. Enumu ena eye World Bank etwa sika bi to 2015 John Mahama na ye president. Oni World Bank kasa ye say ye pese omo ye ni omo di nsa woso eba ye nkanea a omo mai kakra so ye nkanea so ma ye nkanea gina so a ye pese omo gi yedi. Tese omo nyina pese omo kire say e wo se ye sika bi de to ho a omo di omo ni beto so se ne be ya se ye bo omo den ye bo omo eganea ni bi besia na se ye ntua omo betumi age saa sika ni bi into World Bank $500 million de to ho se John Mahama Jennifer ko to ho se ne be ya omo amuni omo di nyiremu nkanea nsa wo so no behu se muchi omo di kura sika bi da wa mo betumi de tu omo ka into 2015 ena John Mahama ne World Bank etna ase ena omunya saa sika no over $500 million ena omde beto ho se sia mo a moma ye nyiremu nkanea ema ye de kan ye de hom de echema Ghana no ye bede mo ka saa sika no ye betuma ye de ye betumi yibi na ye de ye de ye de tua mo ka ene na ma IPPs no independent power producers no enyina ba together say ende ye ne Ghana be ye adwuma enti eye companies bi to say eye Car Power, Twin City Energy, Eli Power Limited, BXC, Menagia, Sanon Asogli, AKSA, and I say AXA, and I say Senate Energy. Sir, IPPs when you na can say okay. Say idea. John Mahama who from 2015 says Sikabi daho. Sagana bedi a car, omo betumi yi sa sika bi de tua. Na omo nya omo fa so a na afi omo asa de omo fa so akwhye ho. Now what happened? Didimu na 2014-15 dumso from Kufuor time Kufuor kofa de okofa eye asofo ko gina akosombo so monko bompaye na akosombo no engina ne na so na nkane amra no from that time na dumso yi nani dumso yi niti from JA Kufuor time JA Kufuor ntumi anshada entumi ensi another bigger dam bia na say we nya another alternative to akosombo na sebio ye nya ye nyiremu nkane afiri ho do ye ya ne say of our asofo so monko akosombo nko bompaye ene the famous akosombo prayer group ne baye na ye JA Kufuor MPP time we nya solution. In fact, in Brabim reading the State of the Nations address chiremo na all catch Ghana for say or kobo or try sen ko beji sika kakra fi Ivory Coast for ho na odi aye ye nyiremu nkane nanso ne nsa ntumi anka ni nyina na ewom mekenkan ni nyina kire wa ha ye didim na 2013 14 15 dumso yi ni ti den eho ene ekue chamo start demonstration wa santimemu kacha Ghana fo nyina se yankane na enho akwa atwe no John Mahama ena ontumi hwe o man no so ena o ma yakane na akwa atwe saata na Kufuor aba wentumi ansolve yenya de Atamils 1 Atamils started trying to solve that problem. Atamils could not see the day of light ena o den the light of day, right? And Atamils here then and Atamils died, with all due respect. May his soul rest in peace. Atamils na John Mahama bae and a dumso epikie. Now dumso pikie no John Mahama had no option than to make sure say obet solve dumso no and son with free power. Inti enona emane kofa car power buyer or the another solution or the some gas solutions beka ho a ema yenkane asem no ejina na so. Now, ye the demand attempt to me Edema Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. Team, stay with me. Ye did to me man Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo mo eba power no bank guarantee. Thank you very much. Bank guarantee. Nana Addo Dankwa emo beji to me no. The first thing omo ye na say omo beto say ekada ho. Omo behu say e wo say tuaka. Omo behu say e wo say IPPs near Diomoka no, yetumi ye adwuma ye nyamfa so ne tiomoka. De Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo mo ye ne de no mo ye. Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo mo $500 million na bank World Bank de ma ye. Say yemfan to as guarantee. Nama investors and feel comfortable working with us because say investors no IPPs no who say you will sika bi da yechi na ye bedi omoka ye betuma ko isa sika ni bia ombe comfortable ombenya some confidence in working with us no sa sika na Akufo-Addo beto ye no e na omubebo mu panyan omudi sika ni nyina. In fact sa sika na omobeto ye no omo yure sika no nyina no mudi ye. This is what happened. Enumu na almost started the doom so esie ye. Sometime almost started the doom so esie no and IPPs ni started so almost complain say sia no monka no kranchire Ghana for say doom so aba maboka to ho mo dada Ghana for say doom so maye. Enumu na ekobusa na po say sia doom so aba ya yetimu no de na mo ka fa ho na boka kire say on my schedule bia na ye na ya adwene ye say doom so aba and ye na ya problem o kan kwase asem kire o Kumasi rally e wo Kumasi mokai. Yes, na dum so ginem den. That time na IPPs ni bu ofu efi say e kan na Akufo-Addo aban di omo no na nka o se omo tumi tua e kan no na IPPs no etumi meet Ghana halfway na omo support ye there with energy. What happened is say sa sika no omo di ye e na omo start ni there IPPs no enya ntokwa emu na omo se omo ko IMF a omo sa ko ka kire IMF say bosum 9 bia no omo nto light bill mu sene be ya IMF sika no omo de maye no omo betumi de etua bi enentina oko kan sa contract na omo ne IMF sign ye time omo ko IMF na ehyemu se bosum 9 bia no e wo se eto nkane mu e wo se eto utility bills mu sene be ya IMF betumi nya sika ate ne sika na nsena John Mahama aban ba ya omo ko renegotiate sa terms na aba from kakra and so still e kada ho ho a I was still omutia ekoni kakra. It is $500 million na eye kushina ebema investors confidence to work with us no. Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo na aban omu diska no. Midwom ama wate ase. Now, John Mahama ni NDC Asaba part 2. Omu di aban just 1 year. Eka sen ombe inherit ye. Omu baye na Ghana legacy debt and energy sector debt na eye sen. And intina say government agency, say finance minister, say the presidency, release krata. I was say we Ghana ni and now we journalist and now we will be out on TV so radio so church and same one. I was say one kasa din kan tiasie. Na questions also ubusa ansa na waba abontra beka ho nsem. Na momi anko kan eye krata na and the finance minister ede aba abontene abekire Ghana fo nyina say 1.4 billion. Remember, yeka say energy and I say energy sector debt. Eba yenkania won sensam eka yenka say kania no light eye abobo de petrol de yese yekania won sensam ka yeka say energy sector data yenka say Akosombo dam debt. We should single out Akosombo dam. We should single out Abuadi dam. We should single out one IPP. Say yekeka sa eka ni nyina boma ene fe no Ghana's energy debt. Ghana eka eswaye eba ya nyine mu nkane ho nsem eno na ende aban no eyi nkrata a kyerɛkyerɛ mu ɛyɛ deɛn anamo a omotu a ebi nsi the history of Ghana da enti from Kwame Nkrumah abraso besi nne eka esoye aban bi ba no aten kakra aban bi ba no aten kakra no aboka oten kakra no aboka aban bi ba otua kakra bi no aboka kɛse ato aban bi ba otua kakra bi no abonka kɛse a John Mahama aban na abeduru no so no ɔse da bi enya de obetisika no ho or sabe make sure say e Canada on ne kase na nkasa no obeko sene ebe ya Ghana nyem nkane ho nsensem no begina na so afebɔ enitina for over a year now. Onsa unhudum so. Nyoma energy minister John Jinapo, the finance minister Ato Forsen, the John Mahama administration, John Mahama Nankasa Dano, Nyansa Omode Chichile Nyoma, Amayan Kinamunkania Sam Ejina Naso. Now, and the finance ministry released this statement to be said, John Mahama Bino, etia $1.470 billion out of Yeka Edaho. Now, sa debt no. Si ekase efie we deka. Na ekana efie we de no. Ya say oh, men stamponsa fiefo etuo mo ho ka. Ni ekase men stamponsa ne baba panyini no etua no ho ka different. Tie. Ya kase men stamponsa, the Amponsa family, they have paid their debts. Etra say ekabia na sa efie ne de light bill, water bill, dear bill. Sa efie ne friend the Amponsa house. Inti sa ukomwa na light bill ni 10 Ghana, water bill 2 Ghana. Ende na se otimitia 8 Ghana water bill nim, otia 1 Ghana ewo light bill nim, otia 3 Ghana ewo sa ekano na edo so ni 100 Ghana. Se efie no epia bontina Mr. Amwako anase Mr. Amponsa epia bontina begina gate na no ka se minimi fie eka ye da ye so ye 1000 Ghana no ye tue mu 80 Ghana. Mr. Amponsa ka kire wo say eka bia e wo fie nim whether roofing, gates, doors, kitchen eka na da almost 1000 Ghana omutia 800 Ghana. It is so mu a then you start to select ye here answer na ye fata. Na say Mr. Amponsa ba pia bontin be ka kire say me ye part of the Amponsa family na me tua me car. It is different from the Amponsa family paying its debt. The NDC aban aye no Ghana's energy sector debt. Energy sector as a whole no kana edidemu no NDC aban ahwehwe kanum etua emu dodo no. That does not mean to say Ghana energy sector kanim. It means say majority of a car any when you put scale of preference the here answer the fata no omahwem etua ne kese na ewom no eno na edi enya for years. It is all say aban tua 1.47 billion. You ask yourself say dien na aban tua dien pa ne hia aban be na abaso a etume take such a decision before and then John Mahama aban way this decision they have taken is the most extraordinary been seen in the history of the Republic of Ghana. Da mamen kona mkonken kan krata na nchiro na menjujum ma hu jima MPPD ene ejuma pa aban papa we NDC aban eye. Now let's go into the document. Team, stay with me. Now, assembly in I'll go there. Thank you. Now, so tam kratana. In fact, mamim bie kratanim na eye omo swame no enhu de making kind entiasie. Now, kan kratana and eye finance minister and our finance ministry at the Babontine NDC aban the Babontine. So when you botana kan kakra from the beginning uhu de eye aban aye. Now, me waste too time nti I'll just start from the top. Now, caption Obiehu Mahama administration pays $1.470 billion to clear energy sector debts and restore World Bank guarantee within first year. Some can World Bank guarantee ni chiro. Sa $500 million bina na edaho ema IPPs independent power producers no etumi di djuma no because omo de omo ni tu sa sika no so a na omo so ama yengine munkania sa $500 million le kufuado mu di ye enti IPPs no afi no mu ade omo fo wani ntu so ene endi djuma eno na John Mahama after the course no nyina no wotumi abetua ayi sa sika ne kura sa akoto ho mame ndwum. Okay, point one. Or say Accra, Monday, 12 January 2026. The government of Ghana, under the leadership of President John Dramani Mahama, has decisively resolved the crippling energy sector debt that posed one of the gravest risks to Ghana's financial stability. Almost say, and finance minister catch say under John Mahama no, or how can see that Ghana so a year munkania a car. Eminia yakuma etino John Mahama aban eye NDC aban we etu anomo bia sa anomo no ebi nsi wo Ghana yabakose muda. Point 2 when President Mahama assumed office in January 2025, the energy sector had been pushed to the brink by years of persistent non-payment for gas supplied to the power sector from the offshore Cape 3 Point, that's the OCTP field. Now, as a result, the World Bank partial risk guarantee of $500 million had been completely depleted under the previous administration. Iti John Mahama abandoned by an who say, a year sikana a dawo a year bank guarantee World Bank de maya a year $500 million no. Sa sikana who say, apart from a car na ye jiriegu ho a energy sector debts. Sa $500 million no so na abandon ho no omo discount. And I'm saying, so we be Ghana sika cry okay. But sika World Bank diab ma say yemfan to ho. Na emma omo mu ne bedin sa wo so no iremhye bi sika say okay. We di omo sika bi da ho. Omo di yakakro ma yibi etua no. Ma sa che sika na di jo mama say area ni yiremu che say ni yemu hye jo mama yemu hye no. Etwa ne sunum. Oka say adenti na Ghana baby abeduri adenti na manipa ko kakra bi ebetam ye sika esa time bank World Bank sika $500 million edi say a true word bi ne ka depleted a na so oma hwintan oma hwintan sika nim etese akokɔ hwete sika no omo ba na etese ahwea e no ma petepete sika no obi tama fum chebi obi tama fum UK obi tama fum Washington DC obi tama fum Somalia oma hwinta sika nim edi apete no and the brony kind of depleted. Now, we go point 3. Point 3 and the press release finance ministry by Namiji Jomachrono. Point 3 or C. The partial risk guarantee, that's the PRG, established in 2015 under the previous NDC government, was a critical safeguard that enabled nearly $8 billion in private sector investment into Ghana's energy sector through the Sankofa gas project. It is $500 million now. Bank of Ghana de Maya John Mahama in 2015 one fan in Sanka Ojato wono. Sa sika ne nko abaye no ema eye IPPs nipa bi de omo sika share Ghana nyinam kanem. In fact sika be $8 billion na ankurankura bi a omo di omo nkasa dwuma ehun sa sika nti omo di omo sika share Ghana nyinam kasa because omo hu say Ghana fo ani abre. Omo sika bi da wa so omo ndi omo bo hye so a sa sika no betime yibi edeti omo ho ka nti ema investors no confidence say omo ne ndi nsawoso nti Judge Mahama in 2015 speaking to the World Bank and getting the $500 million as a guarantee kekeno sitting at our backyard in Ghana no it gave investors amo person be invest your energy sector it gave them a confidence about $8 billion was invested into Ghana's energy sector. And so asimesimu ba na they blew the money omo disikani nyina at a point na yenhu baby asikani mpo everything was depleted. Remember Renfrew Sabrofo no depleted omo hwintamu omo disikana pete adwane. Now, young queen, you know, Minjum, a young church, also a platform and alcohol church more. Mammy. Point 4. Now, it was designed to guarantee payments to the project partners, ENI and Vitol, in the event of payment shortfalls. Its exhaustion represented a serious governance failure that undermined Ghana's international credibility. Into a sense, John Mahama in 2015 added to war $500 million every World Bank one. Now, just for people to have trust that they can invest with us when it comes to our energy sector. Or see no. Into the moment I don't sabeka sasikano, the moment Ekufuado, Bawomia, Eya Kanofuriatamu, Edi Sasikano, Emaya to be na Obian Pese Onyebe Juma. And intina at a point, now what to say, IPPs, they be how many are buying a problem because there was no bank guarantee. They were owing the IPPs, and at the end of the day, they were disrespecting the IPPs at the same time. And the most crucial thing was they were still lying to the Ghanaian people. And then almost pilot their debts. So almost highlight bills. Remember, Sanko for we are no PDS buyer almost over $500 million for free. PDS, it was to sustain our energy sector. Adekudienti America for $500 million the ma say PDS no na mo pese de sa sika ni bi be hye yenyina mu nkane mu. This same Ekufuado and Bawumiamo they chop the PDS sika America for detectives say there was so much fraud in it eno mu twemu. Esla John Dramani Mahama energy sector levy omu bieye no sa sika na dem over $300 million no Nana do Dankwa Ekufuado mo sa buy no sa Esla sika na da no omo sa di ni nyina. So these are crazy people. Bawumia Ekufuado, Gabi, Bamti, these people, they just came in to destroy everything. Esla sika no mu die, PDS sika no mu die. Almost sa ebedi bank, World Bank guarantee money $500 million. Omu di sa sika ni nyina. Omu shiti mu they depleted the account of Ghana energy sector. Inti eka bubro and omu de beto Ghana so. Na die na John Mahama ban aye ne. And remember, just 1 year in office. I can't 41 years more. Men this for one grow. Me, I will never sell anything bad to you. The way majority of you guys more trust me. Now me trust me. Now me dog Ghana. Now me some dog Ghana no. I will never sell a bad party to you. I will never sell a bad leader to you. I will never sell bad policy to you. And Nintina, I am still telling you, we need the NDC in power for the next 41 years. Now, me and you the academy. Over a year 0.5. Tie. In a clear demonstration of fiscal discipline and responsible leadership, government. Tie. In a clear demonstration of fiscal discipline and responsible leadership, government has, as at 31st December 2025, fully paid $597.15 million, inclusive of interest drawn on the World Bank guarantee. Sa sikana Ekufuado mufa di $500 million no. Eho insihu a ebeka ho na eye around 97 million. Because sa sikana Bank of Ghana de no, World Bank de no, na enye kekewu. Na sa sika no so ehun insimu kakra wo ho a wo se tuama mo. But the only thing is say na sika no eda ho maye nti I assure investors say you sika da ho. Ekufuado mo be di sika no de John Mahama ban na ye ne say obeto eka of $500 million a ehun nsihu over $90 million ka ho. And the men woka say John Mahama ne NDC aban etua sika de tua eka eda so. $500 million plus $97 million. Omudi bom no $597 million. NDC abai atam sika etua. So right now as we speak, the $500 million back to default. Sisiano abedaho into the confidence on the part of investors. No, it is high. Now young kwenim namjuja bibi munchro. Still at 0.5. Or say this achievement has restored the facility in full and reaffirmed Ghana's standing as a credible and reliable partner on the global stage. Into right now, you see, investors are musika share energy munina who say Ghana saba back. You see, an almost $500 million and over dawa a yet World Bank guarantee a daho. Into me for US. Na mpesa me Ghana government edin sa woso na Ghana government ka say for transformers bra na fa ko Kevin Taylor kroma yeodo na mo make sure so mo kan nyina gina so a say government of Ghana be de me kakra minim say they have some money sitting there also mo yibidi tua meka into it gives the confidence to the investors to be able to come in and work with us. Now yanko enim na mention the NDC are buying we aye. Or say 0.6 between January and December 2025, just last year, January to December, 12 months, between January and December 2025, government, through carefully coordinated policy actions, also settled all outstanding gas invoices owed to ENI Vitol for electricity generation. Almost from 2025 January to 2025 from 2025 January to 2025 December no Eka Ekufuado muja to ho aban no etumi etua gas receipt. You see, gas a companies no etoye edi generative power de ma ECG, edi ma Gridco, edi ma enya kanea no. Sa receipt ni nyina aban beto ya na kada ho no. Aban we etumi tua sa kan nyina. ENI ene Vitor fo a na ye di omo kapa akese no. Aban we etumi tua sa eka no. Now oko point 7 or say through prudent financial management, through prudent financial management, adequate budgetary provisions have been secured to sustain timely payment going forward. Now, point 8, government has also held constructive engagement with Tullow Oil and Jubilee Field partners, agreeing on a comprehensive roadmap to guarantee full payment for all gas off-taking. Into right now, Tullow ene oil companies bia sebio omuni edi juma ebi wo nsuo ne so a omobo de oil ebi so bo gas edeba Ghana no omotimi ne omatena se edi nsawo so ama mu nyina agya atum se si ade ye hu se mutua mo ka nyina ma eka motua no be 90% eka nhyada nda ho into omo nyina agya atum se omo be hia aban halfway na sebio nyoma bi kure mu odin no omagum se ne be ya ombetumi ama Ghana ye nka ne asem egina ne na so into eba gas ka ye de a NDC aban John Mahama aban ato Forson Energy Minister John Jinapo omotumi abu adwuma etumi tua saaka no companies ye de omo ka no so aban etuma tam sikapudio etua saa companies no ma menche wade bi de ye interest ni nyina no se tie hwede aban aye se u ready statement na aban de bae na these are IPPs, independent power producers aban etumi etua eka Ekufuado mujato ho Bawomia de Oforiata Kennedy Japan Brand Champon eka omoboto wo no. These are the companies that near dio moka aban we tuma tam sika podio etua saka nyina. Companies ni car power na Ghana dio moka $120 million. John Mahama aban ato Forson John Jinapo Samuel Abu Jinapo almost say take your money. Company which say Send Power Generation Company Limited $59 million. Aban Atom Sika say Yedemoka Munje. Company which say Twin City Energy $39.9 million. Aban under John Mahama Ato Forson John Jinapo Energy Minister. Oma ye Juma say Munje $39 million near Demoka, almost $40 million. Early Power Limited na Ghana Diomoka $42 million. Ghana Aban Atom Eddie Amomo. Company which say BXC Company Limited $10.5 million. Ghana buying John Mahama Ato Forson John Jinapo as Energy Minister. Omotuma Bwejuma etia omoka amomo. Name Menagerie Technology $8.8 million. Omutia omusika edi amomo. NDC buying so asetia Sanan Asogli Ghana Limited. $54 million. Na ya togbe afedi kapa $54 million. And the menoka say NDC Aban says Togbe Afedi, thank you for your service. You have helped Ghana at a point you were supposed to pull out. You were making losses but still stood still to help Ghanaians generate energy for us. Ya dinika $54 million. Ya tamsa sikano etuyama Togbe Afedi. Oba company be at say AKSA AXA Energy Limited $30 million. John Mahama buying atam sikano edi amo mo se munje na eka ye demo no moso monfantite moka. Senate Energy Limited $30 million. Oma tamsa sika we edi amo mo. Okaka ni nyina boma $392.8 million. Eka Ekufuado mo e pchirigu wo after omudi esla sika Omudi PDS sika, omudi World Bank guarantee money no. Sa sika after eating all that money, na sa $392 million we so daho a omuntia. John Mahama buying etia sa eka wenyina. Guys, what you are seeing here is history in the making. It is not a joke. In 1 year, it is not a joke. Sorry, Ghana Nina and the whole journey say or CSS NDC are not why you need Juma. Hey, if this goes on for the next 41 years, Ghana will be better than the UK, which is an island. I am telling you. We need to sustain this. We need to protect. Hey, the Omo Jimmy. And about Miamo. Sankome to my way, you know, manye. We gave Bawumia, Ekufuado, Kennedy Japan, Brandon Champon, Kenti. We gave them 80 years. They could not solve this problem. Mate say, former energy minister, no, or saying NDC is making noise about 1.4 billion. We also paid 1.4 billion. You paid 1.4 billion, and now we didn't have 500 million World Bank guarantee. No, where was the $500 million? Utia 1.4 billion. The ESLA money you came to meet, where is that money? You paid 1.4 billion. Where is the PDS money? You people talk like you are insane. You are just mentioning figure. You paid $1.4 billion. And what happened to the rest of the monies? The NPP, and this is something we need to protect as a people, as a nation. The NDC in just 12 months, 1 year, you are seeing these numbers. So 1 year. In the history of the Republic of Ghana, Ebin see that. And Ebin soon see that. Because NDC will be in power for 41 years. Actually, Jimmy, and Rebecca say, you know something? You know something? We have to change government. Mama Chiro, say Amin Adams, Eka say, NPP4, 8 year, 1.4 billion. Mama Chiro, the difference between the NDC and the MPP, Mama Chiro, eh? On say NPP4 say they were also in power. They paid 1.4 billion. And the Menoka say Machrawa dear bear miensa. 1. NDC etia de omotia World Bank guarantee money $500 million in interest become better than $579 million. Omotia meboa. Secondly, almost say tia IPPs, independent power producers, almost say tia omoka. And other responsibilities renegotiating inconformity set talu any ENI for the omoka. So 1.4 million or billion MPP for so mutia, they paid only IPPs. I mean, sure, this is it. Oh, say MPP for so almost tia a year 1.4 billion. This is their receipt. Now, where the NDC government does PR with everything. Or say almost to 1.4 billion. Now, when you go into the table no the actual no, Amin Adams on kind of create. All that you were seeing there was what? IPPs. Independent power producers are and almost say they have paid all the debt. They were lying. They had not paid all the debt. They paid only IPPs. They did not pay the bank guarantee. They did not pay the remaining 907. They did not pay any of that. So when they say they have paid 1.4 billion, it was just paying the IPPs. But we are talking about doing more than IPPs because it's not just the IPPs in T. When you take the World Bank guarantee free war, no IPP will work with Ghana. It is the IPP they will cut. Now with your IPP, no. Now World Bank Sikana Bema IPP, no, confidence to work with you, no. And I said the investor, the confidence to work with you, no. When he eats that backbone, when he eats that money, that shows the world to say anybody can come and invest in Ghana, and that World Bank has given us $500 million to guarantee, say, yeah, dinipanika ebetia. When you pay IPPs, no IPP will work with you after you have paid them because you don't have any guarantee. What is the probability that after you pay the IPPs 1.4 in 2025, 26, 27, 28, you are going to pay them money? And that when you owe them, how are they going to get their money? Into you stealing the $500 million is a greater harm than anything else. And to say, what for car, udi tu coin, ties nina, dienim, unim sa inframa, tie no. Nina lose. Unim say running for just 5 kilometers. Car no come to a standstill. And because the car is new, because every passenger has a seat belt, because you know the car wasn't going to take you to your destination. Unim say 20 gallons. The betu do akodu kumase. What to 10 gallons? Car no mono. Obia tenasi. You the driver, you know. 10 gallons cannot take you to Kumasi. So the best thing to do is to make sure you have 20 gallons. Because the 20 gallons in the bit to me are sure. And to be more confidence, they say it does not matter whether you drive 90 kilometers per hour, 20 kilometers per hour, you will still get to your destination. Because 10 gallons, you know, it does not matter whether you drive 110 kilometers per hour, you will still not reach Kumasi because the 10 gallons is made to reach Suhum. And that is the thing Ghanaians are trying to tell MPP say. Decisions now take here, the decision of even depleting the $500 million, no, it kills any investor's confidence. Say, Obeba invest in a Ghana energy sector. And it has already the statement from the bank, the finance ministry. Almost say, since the introduction of the World Bank guarantee, $500 million, no, about $8 billion from investors, they have pumped it into our energy sector. Into what happened in 2024, and they say, or 2023, what was the guarantee? Say, if I'm an investor in Israel, I am an investor in Portugal, I want to come to Ghana and invest in your energy. What is the guarantee that there's no guarantee. So the investor in Israel, the investor in America, the investor in Europe will not come. So it means that but the NDC government came to heal the wound. How do you heal the wound? Make sure there's a bank guarantee that will give the investor confidence. It will bring in new investors. It will bring in new IPPs. It will bring in new people who have confidence in your energy sector to invest in. For your energy sector to be sustainable, you need investors to put more money in. What is the guarantee that when they bring their money, it is the $500 million? It is about $1.4 million to billion to a year IPPs. What is the guarantee that the next year, the next 2 years, the next 3 years, the IPPs will be paid? There's no guarantee. But what the NDC government has done today, it means to say these IPPs, they now know, say, if they pump $100 million into our energy sector, there's a $500 million sitting there. If the government even default, still there's money that will be paid to them. And that is what we are talking about. Your Obanyansafo and your Obajimba. The NDC, they are being proactive. They are looking at the solution, the antidote to the problem. And no, it is not about pumping 1.4 billion to IPPs. Now, IPPs need 1.4 billion. How are you going to convince them? Because our Saudi BB bait you. How are you going to bait the IPPs? You can only bait the IPPs with the bank guarantee. And you have chopped the bank guarantee. So who is going to come back again? Until you pay the 1.4 billion basically as cosmetics, just to show people, say, mature IPPs liquor. But the IPPs are looking at the long-term measure, the long-term investment. In the next 2, 3, 4, 5 years, are you going to just pay me 1.4? How am I going to be no, say, there's a guarantee for me putting in this money, unless you don't want to invite new investors into your energy sector. Into the issue of 1.4 billion NDC Tiano, solve your energy sector problem. It is the biggest story in our history. John Mahama NDC Adioma Yenebin CEO history muda, and we should not underestimate it. We are Ghana in our Shemia, and Nintina for a long time we have even forgotten Dumso NPP for Ankasa Omuntumpo and Kadumso once because it does not exist anymore. And that this government is building a new gas plant. Now, if they are done building the 2 new gas plants, do you know how much money we are going to make? Do you know how much money we are going to make as a nation? Because now we will be able to export enough gas even outside the nation to make more money. That is what we are talking about. And Amin Adams is speaking like an insane man. He's just speaking to the NPP foolish masses because he knows they can't read. They don't understand when they read and they are daft. They are just following a political party like chicken. They don't want to ask vital questions and demand reasonable answers. But we will come here, yabe kinkan achiro, yabe dwudwom, amwo hu nokure na ewo asem ni mu no, and nokure no na mede achiro no. Inti ade John Mahama ne NDC no, in the history of Ghana, ebi sida and ebi sun sida, and we have to make it better. Inti as we speak, $1.470 billion in 1 year. John Mahama at the Bobabako Eku in Nomabe 20, and that is what we have to believe in. After this short break, we will talk about gold for oil, gold for reserve. Na yama Ghana for so ehu the echo. Jidem.
Tear them down into pieces. What if you got this be? Follow me talking or gibberish. Kweku, I never listen. My women say pim, 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 pim. To the one line we are taking. Every lick it in on the wish list. Talk to your baby, I love you, this thing. Nanya sana samaba. They could talk as a kweku bring samanan. What causing the trouble in the way gone. No time, I'm a talk shit about. Chocolate girl from Guyana, Jamie Fono so tram in your mancasa. I see one jai maminda, me charter plane in Ramesonisa. Tear them down into pieces. What if you got this be? Follow me talking or gibberish. Kweku I never listen. My women say pim 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 to the one line we are taking. Every licking on the wish list. Talk to your baby, I love you, this thing. Na nyasana samaba, they go talk as a kweku brisamana. What causing the trouble in the way gone? No time, I'ma talk shit about. Chocolate girl from Guyana, Jamie Fono so tram in your mancasa. I see one jai maminda, me charter plane in Ramesonisa.
Headphones, Shana son, it's not even so to say black hole. I said about me, Esa offbeat. Nigerian so Michael Jackson, that's what you say. Once I ran to a headphone, Shana sent in the trimuno or sounded to say black hole. Baumia in the victory, and the Baumia is the one for the faki. Munafiki, Samira na munafiki, Baumia munafiki. Usheni tino seshwa nde ye bibia tena samaba. Usheni tino kwale ti seshwa enso kuka bibia na samaba. Baumia munafiki. Samira su munafiki. Weja wabodam so da ho hwe. Jino na tie. Yenjujum. Baumia munafiki. Samira munafiki. Baumia tino kwale ti satentina bi shwa ho. Oko kapa no wenya problem because MPP mudie mwana doso. Bawumia munafiki. Samira su munafiki. Akwama bodam mumia jujum yera gold for oil and gold for reserve. Now gold for oil and the governor of Bank of Ghana era parliament and odin nano asem ebetu dwa. RTI requester Asempa FM4 aka Obimo Edikoma RTI say obu penchire mu gold for oil, gold for reserve no ba omiamo abreso no sebio eka ben na eda ho. Ya say koto epe den adekoko ehu a ye de damra madanta ene kire no we miankasa me de. And the governor of Bank of Ghana Dr. Isiama faced parliament public accounts committee. Na ojujan nsemu de nkrata eso ebe kan ne nsemu magana fo nyina hu se ampa yenya nyansafo anokwafo na omaba abechechire nsemu akire bebi adwo na ne nyina akosi sen governor of Bank of Ghana yatoto na no o say entire gold for oil program was discontinued in May 2025 and is undergoing an external audit. Bank of Ghana governor say opese Ghana fo nyina ti ase say gold for oil na Mahamudu Bawumia kan ho asem nyina no last year May enom twem. Now remember answer na be start sankomo we no you can't gold for reserve 1960 and Ghana started to gold say ye de to ho ye de bi to ho na de bi 70 na yakoton bi into gold for reserve no. And then start here and yen nyina ya tum say 1963 ho baby and Ghana started to gold this year and PMMC mo started to gold da be do time bank gold board buy ya almost beje baton na almost to gold into gold for reserve no. It is not something new. Now when it comes to gold for oil and na Mahamudu Bawumia MPP for say omo de buy and yen nyina ti ha and sa de ne kire say Bawumia and di gold for oil aba in the sa gold for oil no and no and also de and was Ghana for nyina agitum na gold for oil na the purpose pan de Bawumia and MPP and the gold for oil no buy no. Now what was the purpose? Yaka say policy yaka say obi the idea about the idea no problem ebe solve and at the end of the day ema nipa ebo nipa ba so say sa idea we a brofo mu no maka say adwenkyere bebre nti abeda ne policy no nyansa wom se sebio obi ba na oka say ye de tente e de ba ba den e de beso petrol efritama e de akọ Kumase akọ filling stations a it could be a policy but it's a policy that does not make sense because yen to me realize the pese ye no. So people like say yemfa a bucket and petrol free tema. Na yemfa nkoma filling stations wo Kumasi because say bucket ne so ya petrol bi ntumi embongu. If we say petrol car no tankers ne kofa ebinya accident nti or the idea bi aba yemfa bucket nsa na obi anso baako na yemfa ko Kumasi na yedu filling station na yehwe guma. Even though it's an idea, but at the end of the day, the end game then they say, Kumasi fuel stations in Benya petrol. Now, how many people can go to Kumasi and Tema on foot? Abromuswa a bucket of petrol to go and pour in tanks in Kumasi OMC and as oil marketing companies and as filling stations. It is not something that will be possible. And even though it is an idea, the end game, the end product, we cannot realize it. Into Emma idea ni waste of time. And that is the same thing as a gold for oil. But when you gold for oil, no bad, na as saying, and na end game na end results being na ye pay. I couldn't tell about when you gold for oil buy and say, na or say, yam fire gold no, yam fankwa amanone, yam for gold no physical and kwashabru ninsem, and not teddy being semo Dubai, na on my petrol, na yam beton or Ghana. Into the end game was that yamfa raw gold nko na yama petrol send ye be betuma beton petrol abo 4 ewo Ghana cheap fuel gold for oil no na ni nyina se ba omia se omo medi man so nyina jimi or the idea bi aba gold na Bank of Ghana atoto no yentam sa gold no na yemfa ma a third party that is Alpha Stream na Alpha Stream for gold no NC plane and I said boat na onfa physical gold nko Dubai. Now reason tia yetam your gold for oil they go Dubai and they say ya pese the gold ni ko hye entafo ni nsem Dubai for ni nsem na omodi petrol sipo so no omodi breye se ne be ya Ghana for dodo no ebenya petrol 4 ya beto petrol abo 4 na petrol beba form na ye hu se nipa bia saline e fuel station into that was the motive, that was the main reason tia Bawumia introducing gold for oil. Now Bawumia introducing gold for oil no, the question is petrol bo be ye fo na ye hu say no gold for oil ne ba ye kura no na petrol bo abeye de more inti ama policy ana adwene na ode ba ye no adane ejimi fo adwene because I was say a benefit ye and the purpose of that idea no I was say a yielded better result about me the gold for oil ne ba ye no afa ye hwe no na ye ne krampo no ye say boka ena enye say ye boka o ye gold no so air shorty ena enye say gold ni shorty o petrol na nka o say ne boy fo no petrol no so bo no air kosro nti we were losing on all fronts nti ama gold for oil no na abeye a wasteful venture and I say a very weak policy Ghana should and I say Ghana must go through it na a policy and na a saki dry instead of helping this nation when it comes to subsidizing or reducing the prices of fuel on the market. After what you say. Now, Bank of Ghana governor call bank and then or call in front of Public Accounts Committee no. Or maybe be clear or say about gold for oil now. The omo 2 years who say edika and to Ghana so. Until last year May and gold for oil. If you say bawumiamu enhu nyansa andwene ho say sa plan na omde buy no na e de ka mom na ebeto ye so petrol anane bo nko fom and ye gold so ana ye wia enti why did we have that policy in place now in chechem no kwaso no and a governor e kan asemi kire say or say since we cancelled the gold for oil in May last year we haven't seen a build up of queues at the pumps. Now, because one of the objectives for the gold for oil was to support that. Or see, the reason why it's about the gold for oil buy and say, you better petrol for Ghana. But who say, Omuba Bemuno, and I see ye know as governor of Bank of Ghana, no petrol was through. Uko fuel station, nipa da honsa line. Petrol look be the system nim. And I'm say, inti gold for oil, no, not a home fast one saying, if it's a Ghana and Casacrano, na ye boka. And then a mom mujina swa. Last year, May, omucha gold for oil policy. Now, Okasano Okambibi, so we believe that the cancellation was worth it. There was quite too many issues under the gold for oil that we needed to unearth. And therefore, the board authorized an external audit. In terms of who said, Habi, gold for oil, no, and yeah, keke, Ediba Ghana, and a problem, no. Apart from, say, petrol to minko form, eka emene, no, omu say, Bibi wo mwana eno kura mu ya dwem change omu hu no enti Bank of Ghana board ka said abi mumi engineer we ha May last year yentwem na yembie nhwehwemu auditing na auditor general and I say a private contracted auditing firm embehwehwe gold board a gold for oil policy no omu behwehwemu hu de ekoso because omu se omu po de eniani na omu hu ye no na enda form enyan ye na omu se omu dikomu a omu se nyoma bi a course no na enya nyoma ketwa eno ka ho ene ma Bank of Ghana board ne ka say omo entwa policy nim na omo mbie investigations and I say audit into a gold for oil Mahamud Bawumia de ba ye say ebema petrol boa abeyefo na enso petrol boa anyefo ebema yenya gold enso ne ye gold ne short o say eno ka ho ene ma Bank of Ghana e take its decision no na o kasa na o kan bibi o say and therefore, we got PPA approval for the audit just about 2 months ago, and so that exercise is underway. I would say 2 months ago, by November, and PPA, and more green light to say, be audit into the gold for oil policy, and the car, but we had the buyer, and the cabeto so. Now, BBC, we are not say, gold for oil, no, and the cabaya pa. Now, domestic gold purchase program, and also the Kabaya Kai. From 1963, they started saying to gold. Yet to Kromana Baumiamo, every brandy gold purchase Ghana ye. PMMC. And I purchase na Baumiamo buy them so. I'm the Bibia by Freno gold for reserve. None a gold purchasing program Omobato yano. Now, Baumiamo buy Baumia or the Bibia friend gold purchase program abano Bank of Ghana for say under Bawumia Ekufuado Addison a car go there was a to a store no Bank of Ghana through PMMC under Bawumia almost the gold for a gold purchase program bano na yebo a kankwa 5.66 billion meaning Sika Bank of Ghana ye edema PMMC so omo fan to sika kokko na yemfa nguo na da achibiri yenton no e car e beda ho no anda Bawumia Ekufuado Gabi Ochidakon Kennedy Japan brand champon e country 5.66 billion in 2024 nkwa omunya audit 2025 halfway 2024 Satellite Gold Board in Bayo where under Bawumia where under MPP where Bawumia will say gold purchase program on the BBF for the gold for reserve abano the same thing or rebranding no under Bawumia na ewua PMMC director no they made a loss of 5.66 billion. Now momianko tie the governor na hye a car enkofo wi ebogu eho. This is the governor of the Bank of Ghana.
So and Governor, you indicated that at the New Year school, there were some comments that were made with respect to the Gold for Oil program, which indicated some losses, especially some loss making for the Gold for Oil program. Indeed, if you look at the gold inflows, we are looking at some $3.96 billion, which is reported in the report, pages 16 to 17. Are you able to tell us how much of this relates to specifically to gold for oil and which losses have been incurred based on your earlier session?
Madam Chair, I have some data here I can provide on the net losses for the gold for oil and also net losses for the gold for reserves. In 2022, the net losses for the gold for oil was about 74.44 million Ghana cedis. We did not have a net loss for the gold for reserves in 2022. Then in 2023, the net loss for the gold for oil was 317.69 million in 2023. On the other hand, the net loss for the gold for reserves, the losses in 2023 was 1,054.84 Ghana cedis. A little over 1 billion was the net loss for the gold for reserves in 2023. Then in 2024, the net loss for the gold for oil was 1.8 billion Ghana cedis in 2024. On the other hand, the net loss for the gold for reserves in 2024 was 3.8 billion Ghana cedis. Now, for 2025, and as we have indicated, this data is under audit, and we will want to wait until the audit is over. We will publish our financials by March this year. When we publish it, the data for 2025 will be provided in those financials. So, as I've mentioned, it's not a question about losses then and now. It is that these schemes were introduced to address a specific national problem. What to do going forward is how to reform it, how to make it more efficient. A number of things have been done by us. If we have time, I could run you through them by way of reforming it. I have all the details here. I can provide to your committee to read for yourselves. But going forward, our appeal is to move in a unified manner. We want everyone to get on board, to reform this better, and to sharpen its efficiency so that it supports, economic stabilization, it supports our reserves build-up going forward. At the Bank of Ghana, we have started. This week, our board is having a joint meeting with the board of the Gold Board for a start. Beyond that, we are going to be meeting with other stakeholders, and we'll be happy for experts in Parliament to join us. We believe that it can be made a win-win. A friend of mine made a comment that I want to share with the committee on this. He said, if this issue doesn't unite us as a country, then he doesn't know what other issue will unite us.
That was Governor of Bank of Ghana, Dr. Isiama. Me catch him last time. Reforms are very important. To sustain gold board, to sustain gold for reserve and all that, it is only through reforms. We need to reform the system. Reform quite a bit to change the system way. Reform quite a bit to mama sa programs way, gold for reserve, gold for a gold board. Sa reforms, the Bank of Ghana, Parliament, the citizenry, the stakeholders, we need to come and have better reforms, better laws to tighten it up. And then now let's speak on the issues and all come Bank of Ghana governor has not seen in Kratani. Mamin cheche munche Ghana for the ye beto ye. Ba omia gold for reserve no time about omia mobile power. Say omo to talk gold. Edi Siama Ghana omo boka. Mahamudu Baumia MPP for somebody be a friend gold for oil ayeba. Edi ababe making sure say ye better petrol bofu. And then the reason here Baumia gold for oil by you. Gold for oil then you say ye de call chart edi akusida yama Samira. Gold for oil then you say ye de call to gold. Ne de akwa bo obisio. Gold for oil about Baumia de buy and or see ebe boa mayato petrol bofu Ghana. Kumasi drivers, Techiman drivers, Cape Coast drivers, and the Ghana Nikoto petrol and the Baumia, Nanko say gold for oil no, and my petrol echo as low as 6 cedis. But to see, Sadiana Baumia katu ye trim no, and ye and no gold board ye, a car and a debaye and a ma petrol bosso echo so. Now, Oji Gemuno or say, Uba afi 2022 gold for oil, any gold for reserve no, Omumi Nunina, Sebio, a car beda huni. Also 2022, gold for oil about Omiade Bayano, omo boka 74.4 million cedis. A car ne dahono. Ba Omiaka say otam gold ne keke. Na odiako Dubai, no akoton, na odiajid petrol ba edi ne boka because there was a middleman Alpha Stream. Sa Alpha Stream Ghana ye Jumama Bawumia Ekufuado and the Gabi. So time gold 10 packs emu 3 packs and could do Dubai. Na de 7 na kano no man nane near the Sikana Breba Bawumia no the campaign. Into 2022 no gold na what say gold for oil na was said in for Sobano. Yenya a 74.4 million cedis. In 2022, gold for reserve, gold na yeto sieno, oma recordo ekabia because Satan na oma introduce the gold for reserve. Ewo mutim they started to rebrand. Into number say omu change dino. Send a beya yeberi if you say gold for reserve. We have been doing it since 1963. Now, omuba afi 2023. Gold for oil eboka 317 million Ghana cedis. Mahmoud Bawumia ka say gold for oil no be ma yemfaso. E be ma yati petrol so. Enu ti no de sa policy ni ba ye. Enso yokohwe mu no 2023 no ye boka gold for oil. Ye tam gold den gold na ya nane no. Na ye de ama Alpha Stream third party no de ti plane mu kwa Aburukyire Dubai. So de koto petrol abreye. Anta gold ni duro no na ya 70% di. Bawumia ne nkofo ehia omo Dubai. Na omo yi omo 70%. 30% no okwa na ono so akote ne kabale na wato petrol 10% no de abreye. 2023 gold for oil nkwa Bank of Ghana governor document nature say under Bawumia MPP omo boka 317 million. Oba gold for reserve gold da ye to esie no ye to gold na de abesie ye ma PMM ska MMC ska so mko to gold besie ewua. In 2023 no Ghana boka 1.54 billion Ghana cedis. Gold ni atoto ye no omu di mu fa 1.5 billion ye hu sa ska no. Bawumia so the gold for oil and for gold for reserve. Gold for reserve na hoda da wo. Omo ba no be change di no. 2022 no so we change di no. 2023 gold for reserve ye boka 1.5 billion. Busa hu say sa gold ne fa hin. Bawumia, Gabi, Bamti, Ekufuado, Oforiata, gold ne ba na yache. Obeko na entuma bo Samira mu na yesisa gold gu no masiri po achichidi echi ntuma na edane kon wo di kofie. Obeko Jubilee House no na Bawumia yi ne ntuma ase ho na yetugum na afiri mo pare we yi ne ntuma na yeche gold said yeche bode. 2023 gold for reserve gold na osanka yeto Edigu Bank of Ghana no 1.7 billion ayira yehu under Bawumia Ekufuado under this same piglet and almost say entam to me more. Ensiwa 2024 team stay with me. 2024 thank you team, I'll take care of this, thank you. 2024 ya ba gold for oil Mahmoud Bawumia gold for oil also introduce ya ebe me ati petrol so 2024 ya election time ya boka 1.8 billion gold for oil na Bawumia ene dano gold for oil in 2024 election year ya boka 1.8 billion billion sa sika no menhia sa edu ena wo hwehwe wo ma ebekom tie de America no 2024 under Bawumia gold for oil no ya boka 1.8 billion o menhia wo na da ho no ye ka se hwehwe 50 Ghana e kire si menhia sa du ni a hwehwe 1.8 billion wom sa sika ni bi na ye ka nipa bi tam sa sika no. Remember 2023 no gold for oil no ye boka 370 million and your call 2024 your boka 1.8 billion. O de obesam ye simple mawa wo hu fundaka sa 300,000 sika ma the fundaka nko into ba eye fro from anase eyi ahonaga junction bebi om ye fundaka na e fundaka nko 300,000 sika gum 100 Ghana sa ma ayira 1.8 billion 2024 times sika ni yadwane. Oba gold for reserve no de gold na ye to e de asiama mene wo ye nchirimba otumfo ene ne ba eye Lower King de wo North Carolina esua de pa abedi asante so no ene ye nananom a ye nwo mo no 2024 gold for reserve sika na ye toto gold e de asia o Bank of Ghana no emu 3.8 billion eye ka ye hu ayira 3.8 billion So one person who be at 3.8 billion tia. VIP car na adakabre da no. Sa 500. Bakubia 500 Ghana note. Sa 500. 3.8 billion. Ya te hama eda ho so ba omiaso. Ya yeso kede Japan so. Ya so MPP for so. Amin Adams. Enkwasi akeka. All these monies, these people introduced a policy to steal from us. And they made so much money. And the Saudi gold for oil. But the reason for gold for oil, near to Chroma, and the gold for oil ban day. Gold for oil exchange model. This was how Bawumia stole from you people. In terms of Bank of Ghana, Edisikama PMMC. PMMC jiskana na omudi ama supplier. Now, what will happen and they say Bank of Ghana gathers gold. Now this gold no ama gold broker. Now gold broker no na or the gold no e dia ko Dubai. Now they are come supplier 2 and supplier 3. Now sa suppliers no ama fuel. Aboma fuel la na atwi fuel no ye de petrol no ana diesel no egu eye de shipum na aba anamepo no so aba bust for na be mo kakra na bust de bia ma BDCs na e de asaba bank sika no ton anam sa de akoma Bank of Ghana inti sa gold broker no na e ba omiamo company and ne friend Alpha Stream inti eye Bank of Ghana ema PMMC ska so go to gold na PMMC no ayeden e de gold no e de amadien akodo to no suppliers wo owia na or the gold no e de akoma Bank of Ghana na ba omiama kwatam gold na free Bank of Ghana de ama gold broker PMMC to gold na de akoma Bank of Ghana sikani gu Bank of Ghana e na ba omiamo ti eye broker e friend Alpha Stream and a Bank of Ghana led by Addison no matam gold ni de si ship mu de ama Alpha Stream se ko fa ko Dubai na ko ton gold no Abranka ba omiamo betuma ton gold no aye America aton no UK enya dollars no omso mo pen sa yasesa box ni yasesa gold na gum ne de dadwa ye de mpregwa bubom yase mo fansi aposo mo fansi play mu na mo fanko broker na friend Alpha Stream no play ni na wiem a no mo bia daka no so na Samira pro ntuma mu eye de frema pare so yini ntuma ekufo de yini boto na omate gold no physical gold no wiem omu ya no mo dware shower play ni land no na aka box ba ko pe so no na broker no eyi ni de na aka 30 pe 30 no to petrol fumi no de sia poso enti petrol de saba na aba bust for ho na bust for so de ama bulk distributing companies omo supply petrol akasie mu no na omo so aton omo ton wi ane sika na de ama Bank of Ghana. This is good for oil. Ba omi na create year 2024 he made crazy money from you. This is how Bawumia became a billionaire in disguise. This is how MPP, Ekufuado, Gabi, Bawumia, this is how they became billionaire in disguise. And Nitina, he feels to say Bawumia feels a party in India. Because our physical gold go and our sawo sika. Gold for oil not buy any. On sa meji joma PMMC jiska free Bank of Ghana ho na PMMC e de amana suppliers not to gold o we are not sad gold akoma Bank of Ghana na ba omiam ate a middleman a friend gold broker ni dini kotete until I review the name Alpha Stream and tam physical gold ma Alpha Stream commit ma koton gold no world market US UK say da bi ya be say e de ma ye ne hu nipa Alpha Stream ye ni me bi ofri buy so e ofri Dubai tam gold no physical na de ma Alpha Stream. On the way to Dubai, no mache, omu bien to mem, no mache budu no. The Abeka na Alpha Stream kwa no so akotene commission. No akoto buka petrol, no de sipo swaba. Oba was gold for oil. Into be huno na petrol board ho ding. Gold board wo nyane ntimi to petrol. Adentina gold board wo na petrol board ding. And the MPP na petrol nam 16. Adentina gold for oil buyer na petrol da ho board ding. If we say it wasn't about you, it was about them. It was the money they were going to make out of you. Mahamudu Bawumia is a disease of a politician. He onene yire nom nam no. Omo ye billionaires. Omo sika nenda banko ye tutu vote ne gum. Omo wo sika sta wo gold. They are not joking. Mo ya mebu bodin ND MPP MPs omo gufia omo probi de omo gold amano. Ya beti mu nyina. Ya beti mu nyina. Mumu biso mu be wada gold ne so because gold ni be kumo. And this is what they want to bring Bawumia back. It's Bawumia obetestiska. They be a catcher mu say, Mahamudu Bawumia no. Ono, neninte sa, onima dia efesa, eye ne yire no. Ne yire na eprimani. Ne yire no ko gempa. Ono na onde slave queens tena dem. Ono na ni slave boys tena dem. Ne yire na ni britumi. Ne yire na ni brentoma. Ne yire na ni bregudie. Ne yire na ni brenyoma because ono free Chad. Si a body patrol election na Samere emfa no ho. Enti Samere no, she needs the power. Bawumia de so ekoliko. Bawumia de so a puppet. Everybody knows the Kufuor's puppet. He's Gabi's puppet. He's Bounty's puppet. Bawumia de ekoliko. Samere no here presidency no. Into the side way ba. Now at the end of the day, yebe who say 1.8 billion. Ya boka. Now that who jina stage say yen tuaba mao. Na MPP for me yen kwasiafo. MPP for ye moi. And I'm say nipa kronfo say yes had the 2 me command. And it does not isolate Canada Japan. Because Bawumia di go for oil the buy no. Canada Japan kwasiampe ni jina parliament ka say ye famra abuofunu. Okauna Bawumia di san kwasiasem no. Canada Japan na why ne tiko se whistle no. Okahu and about Bawumia di san kwasiasem no because enko sie nyansa and a woman selfish greed ending anim and then kwasia sikape any specimen kumnyane a greeder and cause original parliament can say I'm not going to agree. That time we had a hang parliament and came so as akwane ne tiko se FIFA whistle original parliament can say yeah abuoto and almost abodama ya and about Bawumia and then ninkra no ninkrantia ne catch say you are crazy. You think they know you because you are the one who facilitated this nonsense. What's now parliament, a hung parliament? Who can it include Ghana and Kanumi Nyansa? Bawumia was campaign where you go for oil buy no. Kaunko originally say in parliament I will vote for the MPP and Kasanko I say we are so. And well, Omuma fiance Ethiopian sheep abegina say I omudidi matem. They need to insult you because who nimi Nyansa. The same way Bawumia nimi Nyansa. You people are all dumb idiots. Munsie Nyansa. They be a more Ghana for say Jimmy. Back in a parliament no yeah. And about cabinet and let it go. Bawumia to cabinet let it go. Now do Jimmy to parliament yeah. Na country and bossa attention. Educhum why the bossa attention. Bane champo and antase crocodile. Ordinary na Ethiopian kwasiafo omugina gu parliament yeah. Omunya and your tamadi we be say Ghana for kon nyan and the sankwas of what is mope president di. Ebia na mote parliament TV so ka say you are not obliged. Obian to me shamu say Kenoforiata mrefie meyi ne ho ano. Na mo awifo te se mo. Kenoforiata na mo defend some mane mba meyi ne ho ano. Na mo anantafo na ejimifo te se mo. When never be ne ho ano if we hand Ghana over to you people. Mo bodam sankwas.
Look, the MPP of Darocha, Sakiskek, Victor Wusu, Kofi Buzia, Professor Edubuahen, Alajete, J.A. Kufuor, those men of value, those men of integrity are not what we have today. I tell you without mincing words, the 5 people who are contesting, wanting to be flag bearers, are just sankwas.
Hey!
Masa, yenye wie yo. The issue is, mobetime scream, I did Kevin, yanko baby, ye jinem. We will make sure Ghanaians make decisions about Ghana the next 41 years. Yanko baby, and we will expose you people. You better to crack Ghana for me. I don't me matra attend you. Me matra na say mrebi say mete Kevin Taylor to basement and then call for omotino monsape bo ompam. Hwe! Ubebu Kevin Taylor. Me say people will rot from within. A man for be pro from inside. They know. Things will happen and people will marvel. People will be like, "Ish," and you'll be on a kind of somebody. Me say, those people, they will die slowly because they wanted to take Ghana to a place that wasn't right. You see, your nipa bibri Ghana omo akomapa onyame eniwo mo ho. God want to protect and preserve them. All the individuals are They were sitting on social media and radio and trying to sway the people. Knowing said they will rot from inside. Today, they are dying inside. 1-1, it will manifest. You can see they are losing weight, they are struggling, they don't sleep. And that thing will destroy them. And I will always hunt them. I will be on air every day. And every day we will see them depreciate physically. There will be pain in their heart. They will cry within in their rooms at night. Nobody will hear them. They will die slowly and the world will see it. Next time, so now you will think about it. They know what I'm talking about. And all these people, they know. And they know. 2026, it will manifest. Next time, so be some now ni wa dance here. You stay away. Wo mma be yanka, mo mma omo be yanka. Mo yire be hwemo na mo pro. And it will manifest. Obiabeka say Kevin said this. It needs to happen because edum rebia or send nipa sunya bibi free nipa bi ni yebu. They are not happy. You can see they are struggling. Omo bre. It is manifesting. Me say ebi mo be jai baby omo tu mirika. You want to run out of the world, but you cannot escape the world. You will neither sleep and you sleep no more. You have no idea. And me, I am not going anywhere until we see the manifestation, until we see it. Ebi ma start to oversized shirts. Ebi mo nia tutotutom. Ebi mo right now no omo kasa to say confidence in him. Afedi omo person omo kire say yebu nipa. Obia mu obia. Obia, me say my name will be full in your mouth. None of you can mention Kevin Taylor on TV. None. And on Facebook and on TV. None of you. Obo Kevin Taylor the whole night. That is the work of God. And it will manifest. And I want it to manifest. And it's and I'm watching. For next time, you will understand. Now, I'm Agenda 111, NDC Abine say they are going to target 10 Agenda 111 hospitals, normal completely. And I pray the NDC government meet my side way. NDC to be completely Agenda 111 for 4 solid. Now, in my time to me room koje awa. Na ye joma wa. I'll be happy. I'll be the happiest man on earth. And I want to tell the health minister, please involve your deputy in your work. We want to see your deputy actively involved in the health ministry work. It is looking like it is all about the health minister. It is looking like some of the ministries, I am not seeing the deputies. Some of the ministers, you are not allowing your deputies to work, especially in Mana, as deputy ministers. They are also supposed to be given a lot of responsibility. We need to also see them in the front. Because Mona Moya ministers, some deputies, they will not be able to work without you giving them the green light. So, health ministry, I want to see your deputy being involved. It is looking like, what can I say? You need to give her some exposure. She also brings a lot on board. She's an experienced surgeon and she needs to be given the nod. It is not always about you, the minister. Your deputy needs to be seen. Roads minister, the same as roads minister. You need to let us see your deputy. She also brings something on board. She needs to be involved in the running of the ministry. More ministers, deputies, Sam George, let your deputy minister to be seen. You cannot overshadow your deputy minister and make it look like everything is supposed to be around you. No. Because you cannot do the job alone. That's why you have a deputy. Give your deputy that respect and make sure you drag your deputy along. It shouldn't be only you. It shouldn't be only you walking all over the place and making noise. You are working, and I respect that. Involve your deputy. All the ministers, it is imperative that you drag or you move your deputies along. A Greek minister, Mianka Saminipa, Mr. Dieng, saying, a Greek minister, please, what they are one of my favorite ministers. Involve your deputy. Who your deputy is. So many people don't even know who the deputy agric minister is. It is not going to be only your faces. Land minister, we want to see your deputy. education minister. We want to see your deputy. Haruna Iddrisu cannot be about you. You want everything to be about you. Cannot be about you. And if you want to be licking the butt of some people, it's your problem. But make sure your deputy is also working. It cannot be about only you, Haruna Iddrisu. Everywhere you can't watch some now or small boys, they want to talk shit to people. Time no day. Make sure your deputy is involved in your work. We are talking about all the ministries. Everybody, we need to see Obia Eric Opoku. You are one of my favorite people. When it comes to Nkokwan Kete, the way you are running, I like it. Let me see your deputy also take part. Involve your deputies in the job. Who else again? I'll come back and mention every minister. Because you won't say, I said, moi, I'm a minister, I'm deputies no opportunity. Ma hantan bibia so, Obia deputy nyejuma. We want to see you people involving your deputies in your work. And it's like John Mahamaka say, almost support mo. Muntumin come on share. And everything should be about you. More and more presidential ambition. Munja ejumano to anamukodi president. Na omo mo person mu ejumano nyejumano. If you think you have presidential ambition, you cannot do the job. Put the job on the side and tell the president, I have presidential ambition. Then go and do your presidential ambition. But if you have a deputy, you need to let your deputy work. Eric Opoku, your deputy is John Dumelo. I don't see anything you are making him do. You need to get him something to do. We want to see him. It is not always that the minister is the one leading everything. We need the deputies to be taking their charge. Muntaka, we don't know who your minister is. You, Muntaka, you have been working around the country. BBL Pesa Oye, but our deputy. Your deputy also has to be seen. We need to see the involvement of deputies. Muntaka can tell BBL so. Every nonsense you want to be the killer on it. That is why John Mahama appointed a deputy. You people should give the deputy room to work. And from tomorrow, I'll be coming to every ministry and mentioning their deputy's name. Ghana for Ghana, you need ministers in pudding, deputies. Adentra. Why? Some of you feel say speech crack you don't want your deputy to speak. Aldebi Bana also deputy quite inspect it. Now also make a statement. No Jack and Tenso. What is it? Diana Mope. Diana Moje. This government is working well. Munja is autocratic kind of leadership, no. Give them the room to also work. And it's not John Mahama, no, and Mam also opportunity to work. John Mahama could have appointed only one minister. Or reason to your say munya deputies. I don't know my position in I can tell so you don't want anybody to work. So I'm sending this to everybody, every minister. We want to see your deputies also work. Me, I will not mince words. So me baha na I see say what can 10 ministry be so your deputy is not working. I will let the people know you are not a good leader. And from tomorrow we will start doing that. We are not going to sit here and all this nonsense going on. Nipebia kenten bibi so yehu bibia. Ejuma ne doso. Mama mu deputies nyebi. Debia mo metna office keke no mo sanko fie. Na mo de na mo pe. Yakasi ye nyina ya tu ya no gumu so a which of you can contain your positions? Munya say ni bresem no and allow your deputies to work. Now, this story I want to talk about it. DVLA. Yes, a Vehicle Enforcement Association files injunction against DVLA, seeking to halt the new license plate registration scheme, threatening the jobs of over 300 employees. Yeah, and the new story way, Mamika Bibicho, let me tell you the secret. Sanko for no mako court no. Say there's a new license number plate DVLA, Mr. Kote, what that's his name, right? Logas. DVLA boss no omo implement no mamenka bibinchiro san konfo na mu so makokot no. The secret is that omo ni NPP 14 tam there omo Goro boys o NPP tam contract ma omo a contract no, they don't have the sophisticated machines to do it. Mamenka secret na woman nchiro san kokora na omo sesa Goro boys say di omo chi say omo ya 300 employees no omo ya 300 employees. They are lying. NPP what power no. There were some few people bia NPP are buying time contract momo say omuntwa no plate na omuni even machines om de plates omuni any modern technology bia om de betuma modern plate you betuma track it. These people were paid, they took the money, they didn't do the job. Now NDC buy them say no, the way things were going, no, it is not right. We need to make sure obi to treat DV otumi kotoka 10 years na DV bon wo Ghana yentumi track car no yetumi to obi number na da kobo kro no. The DVLA boss said no, We need to now link every driver's license to every car owner. Right now, we should be able to track a car license by just using a phone. Some Kofona MPP more contract, all of them did not have any idea about bringing in sophisticated number plates we can digitally monitor. So what is happening is say, some Kofona for Goro boys say, Omoko court, Nipa 300. None of them is in the mainstream DVLA office. And all of them, Nipa Baku Mienubi, almost selfish interest, and almost the Sabo is. Now, what is about to happen? The DVLA boss needs to be strong, or someone near ding. So we say a buying a denica not legitimately or case on Konkwajin or court. But this new number plate endorsement now, a buying person or the government needs to go ahead and do it. We cannot have people bring in cars. Now, or the car back Ghana, no, I bet you can 7 years on register car no, now or chain for another 3 years. Now the moment of beton car no, now or that current year no rate of the car no air ton Ghana or Ghana. It's crime. Basically cheating the system. We have people using people's number plate to go do robbery. Now man for what this new DVLA boss wants to do is say, Memeti America, when you enter my car number, our system, my address will come. My ID card will come, my driver's license will come. It will show you who owns this driver's number plate. And that is what they want to do. But some Kofona no money MPP jumano. Sa Kronfona na MPP was paying them for nothing. Just no MPP for no makocha number plate fumbia gum utumi shaka mi and sanomu nyakuta the same number plate. Those are the people. And I'm telling the DVLA boss be strong. He should make sure making sure say sa new vehicle license plate win, they implement it. He spoke on XYZ. Let's listen to him.
But we say around August, we announced a new number plate. Now the benefit of the new number plate is say, Bogabi udi car and nam sisia na mi hum pese mi say one car na akoye at the boni way. Either the police, national security, Yoko, DVLA or BNI. Omudi machine be the machine be a scanning machine. The tray number plate nsuwa. Na che say car we ni kweko dia. Car we Mugabe dia. Car we Julius Zebra dia. Car we Emmanuel Asante dia. Sada Kevin Asante. Kevin Asante dia. Na say Emmanuel Kisi. Emmanuel Kevin Asante dia. Fantastic. Na number plate was say anu. Sada anyhow. Seriously, DVLA information you want, and it's not on all cars because it is a cars in Ghana register or DVLA, but they have plates on their number on their cars. To me, someone says have plates to every. Yeah, me a survey. Udu Domin Kabunya, Mammy be or the number plates are to store in him. I'm a corner or some, but send me a boss number plates. I was say no man way, and I'm trying to man. Besides, I see 300 cities. But Ochinam Bejin Manu, next door the Manu Emame. Just like that. No documents, nothing. It's Mugabe, Mamini. Nami am robber. Nami Mugabe, Ukanama, Dename. Metra Ukanabanu, Mako, Akotradamanu, Nami that 2 mechanics, Namka am robbery. Mishred Manu, Mugabe, because Sister Mugabe, Ebia, and you. And you see, we are bringing RFID chip embedded number plates. It's been done in most developed countries. And that Joma want to develop Ghana. And we are developing Ghana. So we are bringing RFID chip embedded number plates. And
Rwanda is there.
100 meters. If you don't know, Ukanu Swa. Me say, Mahuni Panua, register Kanu. Now, me see, afraid yes, Mugabe a chip and phone for formula. Who register car? Car person me talk now auto car no. You keep your number plates. You will not give the number plates to me again. Now the number plate is your bona fide property.
Tinipa ne talk car na number plate in there.
Dabi.
And then obeje foforo.
Wow. And you Mugabe o car 222. There no number plates. Baba talk car no. Obeyi number plates every so. Now sad pakono about register for a new number plate. Now, Obama is like will deactivate Mugabe's car number plate for the system.
For the new one.
For the new one, will deactivate it.
Wow.
So if Uto can for the Ubejia, they will reactivate that number and put it on
then
the
it will be in your own
own name. So nobody can tell me say you could the documents about a choice Mr. Adia. The Mr. say okay, no 2 years ago, I'm not done transfer of ownership. It's a chrono minimum fee.
We need to say
yeah. But we say around August we announce new number plates. Now the benefit of the new number plate is say
so basically, they need to go ahead and do this. I'm called to a Goro boys in Gua. Says sign number plate way. This new system, a bar Goro boys, they'll be cut out of the system. And then I'm fighting for. And then I'm fighting DVL boss. It is nothing. So the DVL boss should be resolute. This system should be introduced. They should go to court and seek say abayin and for musika womo. But this needs to go on. The DVLA board should be strong and make sure he implements this. Sankofono alliance. We are resetting and all these things are supposed to be fixed. And I believe and I support this idea by the new DVLA boss. We will meet tomorrow. We will discuss Ghana. God bless you. God bless me. Cheers. Have a wonderful night. Gigi.
Yo, we are best fishermen. No answer mine. I'm watching. It was for Belgium. It was better Belgium. It was two Belgium. Why you why round what? Why you why round what? Why you why round what? Why you super why round what? It was for Belgium. It was better Belgium. It was two Belgium. It was why you why round what? 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 Yeah, we papa no, what one is the motto? Yeah, we papa no, what one is the motto? Yeah, we papa no, what one is the motto? Yeah, we papa no, what one is the motto?